The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 111. If you can believe it, I can hardly believe that. Nuts, craziness. Hello, my name is Mark, one of the co-hosts here. Sitting across from me tonight is the game changer herself, Jess.
Hello.
Sitting to the right of me is the trail master of puppets, Udi.
Chin chin. Good evening.
And calling in all the way from Azusa, California. Is that correct?
Sure. Los Angeles.
Oh, representing Los Angeles tonight. It's Jacob, also known as Wundersmack. Hello.
That's right. Hey, everybody.
Hello. And we got the privilege of actually meeting you the last time, January 17th in the evening. Or that's the first time. And then you guys hung out the following day, or was it? Am I confused?
For a bit, yeah.
Were you there for both days, Jacob, or just one
Well,
day?
just the Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
It was the Sunday that our passes opened up, and it was it Rise of the Resistance Day?
That was a Friday morning. That was a Friday.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Then you came
Friday.
Saturday,
It was
right?
the opening. It was the opening of the ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why we were there.
Yep.
That's right.
Right. Okay.
Was it not, or am I mixing up my days?
No, you're in there. I'm trying to remember now.
No, but Jacob came in
Yeah.
the evening.
Yeah.
After work or
Yep.
something, right?
Yeah.
Is that what's going
Yeah.
on? Okay, and
Yep.
that's when I met you. And then, but then you hung out with Fernando or something the following day or whatever.
No, that was a different trip.
Oh, did you see? I can't get.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. Right on.
Yeah. No, I was hanging out with Hootie for a while.
Yep.
Cool.
And some other guy, and then we almost
Seth.
got in a fight.
Seth. That was Seth.
Yeah,
we were
we
hanging out with Seth. I almost got in a fight in the Indiana Jones
We
camp.
That's
did.
right.
With
It
who?
was good.
Oh man, do you want to tell the story?
Hold on. Let's do our normal introductions.
Okay, and then
we'll get to
we can tell that story if you don't mind.
we
If
could
you
get
don't
back to
mind,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So, if this is your first time listening to the Leaving Today podcast, welcome. We think you'll find the water to be warm. And if you are a repeat listener, welcome home. It means very, very much everything to us. And I did not even say that correctly, but you understand what I mean. So a couple things. If you want to, tonight's show is sponsored by our Patreons. We want to welcome back Jay Vendetta to the Cool Club.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. And Jennifer, you need to be on the show because we need a topic from you.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you would like to do that, you go to leavingtodaypodcast.com, click on the Patreon link, and we have 3 tiers: a $1 tier, a $3 tier, and a $5 tier. It just helps to keep the show going, and it means a lot to us that you want to do that. Also, if you want to buy a T-shirt from us, go to tpublic.com. Check out Leaving Today podcast on there, or search for Leaving Today, and you'll find our whole gallery of shirts. And also can go to our website to do the same thing. And that helps us out a lot. And they're always running deals. I think they're still 30% off right now. So you can get an LTP t-shirt for $14 plus shipping.
But what?
I know, right? And then finally, if you want to do Amazon, you can go on our site and click on the Amazon link. And that is, and you know what? If you'd like to leave us a review on Apple iTunes, it means a lot to us. Click on whatever stars you want and leave us a message saying what the show means or what we're lacking, and we'll help. We'll do whatever we need to do. And then finally, I'll just give you guys a heads up. In August, we're planning on launching our YouTube channel. So we're going to try to go once a month live. And it's going to be us or some variant of us, but probably mostly just three of us. And we're going to have guests on sometimes, and because there are a couple of local podcasts that come out of Sacramento that I'd like to have on, and it's just a way for us to connect with our listeners and grow it out that way. And it's going to be the LTB Lounge. Yeah, so that is what's going on tonight. We are going to talk about we're going to continue our series on food throughout Disneyland. We're going to stop in Fantasyland and talk about the snacks. Udi's going to guide us through that. And we will also be having a slightly different news section because a couple of news things came out in the last week, which we need to unpack. And Jacob is going to hang out with us and share his thoughts and opinions, and I don't even know what they are, on all these things, and we're going to get going. Does that sound like a plan?
I'm good.
Sounds good.
Okay, so tonight's opening question is completely unrelated to anything I mentioned, as it always is, but it's after the fireworks. The fireworks get done at what time? 10 o'clock, typically?
No, they start at 9.
Okay, they start at 9.
They're short because Fantasmic's at 9.
Uh-oh.
Fireworks start at
9:30.
9:30.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
about 9:45.
okay, so the fireworks end at 9:45 and the park closes at 12. What are you guys doing? What is your game plan? What do you like to do in those 2.5 hours, 2 hours 15 minutes? And we are going to start here. You want to start with Jacob?
Yeah.
Or you want to give us some thoughts, Jacob?
I want to hear somebody else answer. Then
There you
I'll jump
go.
in. I want to see where somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can start real quick.
Okay.
Sure.
Because the way that we usually do it is around 6 or 7, we would have secured a fast pass for something later in the evening. Typically, for us, it's been Space Mountain or Indy. And I have not had the privilege of doing rides at night, so that might be something. You know what? Actually, I take that back. I don't know how that particular ride will work. I don't think that's. So I'm going to throw that. I'm going to rewind my thought because that's going to be.
You
gone.
don't get a fast pass yet.
No, you don't. So typically, I would have already had one reserved for one of those two attractions, and then right after that, I'm going to head over west. And to the west side, and I'm going to hang out over by Mansion, maybe get a ride on a Mansion. I'm definitely doing the Jungle Cruise at night, even if I have to go Uno solo. But that's not ever the case. People always drag someone on with me. And then Big Thunder at night, and then hopefully Space Mountain. And I will end my evening getting an ice cream cone, even if it's at 11:45, because Gibson Grill stays open late, and so I always try to grab one of those. And if I'm there 3 nights, I'll get one every night. And that's what I like to do, because things are cooler at night. I mean, I know I like to jest about everything's better at night, but for me it is. Things cool down, the park thins out, and I like hanging out over there. All right, there you go.
So this is just post fireworks, you're saying, or also during fireworks?
No,
Okay.
this is right after fireworks start. So when the majority of people start leaving because maybe the kids are tired or something like that. Hopefully that's what happens, but sometimes it doesn't. And then you have those last 2 hours to just kind of do your thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mine. Okay, I'll jump in because that's
There you go.
pretty much where exactly what we do.
Okay.
Almost the same exact. Because my favorite area is that area of the park, New Orleans Square, Mansion, Pirates. It's always those rides that get backed up, long queue, and then same thing. And even earlier during the day when there's parades, those are the places to hit up. But especially when it's dying down those last couple of hours. And we've even gone on like twice, like in a row,
On what?
The kids say
on Jungle Cruise?
Yeah, well, any of those rides, when you could just jump back into the queue without having to wait.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
We'll do a double sometimes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good question. What can you really do double on? And I know I have done that on Matterhorn, and I have done it on Jungle Cruise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But that's about it. Anyways, okay, go on. So, are any kind of snacks you like to get, or late night snacks, or food, or?
No, we always do. We end up getting something. But one of my favorite things to do every time before exiting the park is stopping in at the gallery by Main Street Station.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I love looking at all the cool, expensive toys. The high end Disney collectibles, and that's usually where we kind of sit either on the bench right there or go in and just browse. You know.
Did you ever buy anything?
Yeah, I've bought tons of stuff over the years. I mean,
What?
that was my go-to place. There was another store. I think it was the Disneyana one, but that was taken out.
Okay.
So on Main Street, there was another store that had collectibles back in the day, but they've taken that out.
Yeah, back in the day, that used to be above Pirates of the Caribbean. Do you remember that?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my
I used to
gosh.
buy stuff there.
Yeah, me too. I used to buy the e-ticket magazine from that shop.
Yeah. It was a good shop.
Heck yeah. So yeah, and I definitely like going in that gallery. I just had never bought anything. I they've got really cool things though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because I like all the high-end merchandise because it's usually a lot of stuff where there's more artistry and it's not just kind of junk that's churned out, you know?
Yeah.
And Disneyland used to have a lot of that. Like even in downtown Disney in the what is it called? The big store. Is it the World of Color or
The World of Disney, I think.
World of Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the World of Disney. Yeah, that one. So that one, they even used to have a big section of collectibles where they would have just the high end pieces, but they got rid of that.
Oh, shoot.
When they redesigned it, they got rid of that. So the only place that's left to buy high end collectibles is in the store that's at the right there by Main Street. Station.
Yeah, it seems to me though that we've been into Wonderground a couple of times, and some of those things are. I mean, in fact, when we first met you online here, that's where I thought your stuff should be selling, is in that Wonderground place.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it absolutely looks like that stuff. Your art should be there.
I agree.
I
Right.
agree.
I'll have to make some phone calls for you after this, Jacob.
Hey, I'm all for it. And,
Okay.
and people have approached me, but nothing has turned out or materialized at this point. Not yet.
Materialized.
Yeah.
I like that.
We are feeling your sympathetic vibrations over here.
Nice.
Good
Got
job,
it.
Mark.
Thank you. Once in a while, I'm good for that kind of stuff.
Yep.
All right. So it looks like Jacob and I are hanging out. And what else? Jess has a mouth of
I have a mouthful of beef jerky, but I can go.
Rudy.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll go.
No,
Okay, you go.
I have 2 hours, right,
Right.
to do whatever I want.
After the fireworks.
You're going to go take
So-
a nap. Done.
Well, okay.
Sorry, I had a yeah. Anyway, so I would usually will do the 10:30 Fantasmic because it's much easier to get to the 10:30 Fantasmic than it is to get from the 9 o'clock show to a good seat for the fireworks.
Okay.
So we usually do it that way.
But wait a minute. Do you ahead of time get a fast pass or a reservation for 10:30, or do you need one for 10:30?
You usually do, yeah. So
okay.
we'll get it.
So you would have done that earlier in the day.
Yeah, because the way that 13 and I always do it is we end up doing the reserve seating and do like dinner at Blue Bayou.
Yes.
Or Riverbell Terrace. We don't have to go get them early because we have the reservation before we get there. So we'll go from Pyro to usually we have enough time before you get sat that we'll do like Pirates because Pirates at that time is usually pretty mild. So we'll do Pirates, then we'll watch Fan. And then from there, we usually do Mansion and then Thunder Mountain. And then it's no food. We don't get food.
What?
No, not at that point because I just had my cream cheese filled pretzel
And
with
cherry
my
Coke. Cherry Coke.
while watching the fireworks.
Yeah.
So, and then sometimes we'll do, and then we just work our way back. So we'll do Indy, Jungle Cruise, and then we'll hit the Disney Gallery on the way out, and then go.
Oh, so you go to the Disney Gallery too?
That's usually the first thing we do the first day we get there, and then it'll be after night. Like usually, almost every night we'll go back in and roam.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And
Interesting.
That answer goes for 13 and I.
Okay. Solid answers. Udi, I might have an idea, but I want to hear yours. Of course.
Well, I don't really have one.
Okay.
Other than the very, very end. I know how and I've said it before, the finale of my evening or my day is always my last ride in Mansion. But before that, what I have found my last few trips going, I wind up migrating to?
In the evening?
Yep.
Well, I know you go to Mansion and you walk.
I know, but near the end.
Batu.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Batu.
I do.
Okay.
I have been more and more going there at night
oh, yeah.
and walking through and taking everything in at night. It is, like a lot of the park, a completely different animal at night.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been in there at night.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that is what I've been doing. Good call, Jacob. Yeah, I go there and I go hang out. I've been walking, but before then, I would spend a lot of time with that, like we talked about, space or along that line.
Yeah.
And then running over and Pirates or somewhere in Frontierland. Yeah. Indy, another ride. Frontierland, Adventureland. Finishing with New Orleans Square, yeah.
Well, what part of Batu do you like at night?
I walk it all.
Do you enter from Critter Country? Or?
I have at night. I don't have
set course.
a pick. Yeah, it depends on where I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where the mood, because I've been, being that the land is still new. I'm, I guess trying to figure out what my routine. I'm getting it, but I keep on wanting to do different things when I go as much as I can.
Okay.
Yep.
Solid answer. Okay. Very good opening round of questions right there. Yeah. Okay, so I guess from that we're gonna go to the news sections, or do you want to talk about Jacob's fighting in Indy? You want to get to that story real quick? I didn't know about this.
We can make that part of the news. We'll do that.
Okay, we'll do that. With that, let's go to the news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
All right, so we have some news tonight. Are we starting with the park opening, or are we starting with Jacob causing trouble in the park?
I think that's a good way to start.
Okay, let's keep it light. Well, we'll just start with Jacob. Jacob, what happened to you over the park?
All right, so this was inspired by the other Toontown family fight that happened.
It was like a month after that, wasn't it?
It was.
Roughly, yeah.
No, okay, so we're waiting in line for Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it was
And
you.
we're about to-
Yeah, it was you, your brother, your
My
two
brother.
boys, and your nephew, correct? And then me.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that is
and you.
everybody. Yeah. Okay.
And and so we're almost getting in, and we're waiting in line, and our boys had run off. They were looking at the little man at Disneyland.
I do.
That was in the tree.
Yes.
The little man. Okay, so they're off over there looking at that, right?
Okay.
So they had finished looking at that, and they come running back to us because we're about to scan our fast passes to get in. And they come running back, and this dude in line, he goes like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" And he sticks out his arm like to block my kids. Like he almost hit him.
Cast member or just a guest?
No, just a guest.
Uh-oh.
So, some dude and his girlfriend were there, and he just, he almost like knocked them. He stuck out his arm to block them, to physically block them.
Yeah.
And he kind of just like verbally assaulted him, like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Oh man, bad move, dude.
Oh yeah.
So I and my brother, we just start, we didn't get crazy, but we kind of mocked him and like, "What are you doing?" Like, were you gonna hit our kids? I don't know. We just kind of scolded him verbally.
Yeah.
And,
well, I think.
Wow.
Well.
yeah,
well,
it was bad.
Yeah, he popped off, and then I think he turned around and he was kind of going off on your kids, kind of. And then when
He was, but he wasn't looking at us.
No,
and
then he
was
fully-
kind of mouthing off.
right, and
before-
then he turned.
turned
Yeah,
around.
and then he turned around and saw three guys make our way towards him, and he kind of went like, "Oh, yeah, there's three dudes right here, right behind him." And
three
then
big dudes right behind.
yeah, we're like, no.
Yeah.
And then he tried to be like, "Hey, man, get control of your kids." And man, I was like, "Oh
yeah.
yeah, it's gonna get ugly. We're gonna go
Yeah.
Toontown right near here."
Toontown action.
Yeah, and I told them, I'm like, "You're the adult here, man. They're kids. They're doing what kids do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Like-
just running back to us. They weren't doing anything wrong.
Yeah, calm down, dude.
Yeah, you need to calm down." So it was just kind of verbal back and forth, and then, but after we all spoke up, and he turned around and saw us, and he kind of calmed down, and he turned around and kind of cowered away a little bit, and it was awkward because he was behind us the whole time. But as soon as we got to, how you get further down the queue, and there's another worker down inside.
Yep.
So there was a worker there, and apparently that guy wasn't having it. He didn't want to be by us, or he felt threatened, and so they moved him. They allowed him to skip through and go on the elevator and pass us by. So
Oh,
he got
gee.
to cut.
Yeah.
He got to cut further.
Maybe that's a little line hack right there. Is
The
the
line hack, yeah. Oh man.
line hacks with Jacob? That could be a new segment.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
I'm not a violent guy, but
No.
man, I'll protect my own.
Of course,
if
absolutely.
needs be, you know?
Yeah. I definitely feel you on that. And
yeah.
your brother, is that the Kingdom Royalty guy?
Kingdom Royalty, that's my brother. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
He's always changing his name. I don't know what it is. He had the perfect name when his name was Walt Izzy.
Walt Disney.
I love that.
What is his name? What is it?
His name is Israel.
Oh, Israel. Gotcha. Okay.
So that's why he went by Walt Izzy. But,
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Right on.
yeah.
Cool, man.
Made for a good.
Yeah, but
made for a
yeah,
good-
no, we had a great day that day. That was so fun hanging out, doing Batu, and then
Oh, yeah.
just kind of hopping around the park.
Yeah, and then having your kids run around, and then we went up and riding around. It was a good time.
Oh, you did
Yeah.
Rise with Jacob.
No, we didn't do Rise.
Oh,
No.
Did you get to ride Rise?
I think the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the next
Yeah.
day that I went
Yeah.
and you guys had left.
Yeah.
Because we were blocked out. That was opening night.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm remembering. That was opening night, and you got to go opening night, and we're all jealous. And
Well-
so I said, "Oh, we're gonna end up going on Sunday, I think," and we ended up making it back there on Sunday that weekend.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah, and we were gone already, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I'm all confused. Didn't you stay till like Tuesday or something?
Yeah, we stayed till Tuesday.
No, not that trip.
Oh.
What am I?
Not that
I'm
trip.
sorry. We don't. I can't live Udi's luxury life here, being in the park for 2 weeks straight.
Oh man, I'm the new Jazz. Oh, God.
Okay, cool. That's it. I mean, do you want to spend like just a quick minute on what your reaction was of Rise? I didn't hear what you.
Yeah, try to keep it spoiler free though if you can.
Spoiler-free.
Still, we have to still do the
Yeah,
spoiler.
no be.
What? We do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
all
true.
right.
It wasn't
It
open
is
very long
quarantine.
before it closed, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. No, it was. We were. I was kind of just asking Hootie, like, kind of gauging from you, what was it like, and you were just, kind of blunt, without words. You weren't able to convey.
Yeah.
You're like, you're just gonna have to go on it, and you will understand.
Yes.
And so we did, and I just thought, and I think we had mentioned this, but it made me just rethink everything. Like, because, Pirates is my favorite, Haunted Mansion, but this was like, okay, this is another leap forward, in theme park, entertainment.
Yes.
It's like in filmmaking. Do you remember in The Matrix when they did the whole bullet time thing?
Yep.
Neo's falling back and it rotates around him.
Yes.
And bullets. Like, that was a game changer. It was like, okay, things are going to get interesting in the world of film going forward.
Yep.
Interesting.
Same thing with theme park entertainment. This was the one to change everything.
Interesting that you bring that up from Matrix, because how that did change the game of special effects. And it's the same way, I mean, I don't know how old you are, but remember like when T2 came out and the special effects in Terminator 2 came out?
Yeah.
And
the
that
liquid metal.
The liquid metal.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah.
Anyways,
no, I was 12. I was 12 when that came out. I'm 40 now.
You're 40 now?
I'm 40 now. Yeah.
Okay.
That was yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I have to ask the question: have either of you been up on Disney Gallery?
Are you-
Keeping up.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
What about you, Jacob?
What is Disney Gallery? Is it
The
like
behind
the website?
No. The behind the scene show about the Mandalorian.
yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Episode 4 blew me away.
Technology.
Yeah, the one with the,
Oh,
what
yeah.
they call it, like the Ark or something?
The volume.
Oh, the volume.
The volume.
Holy cow, that thing's crazy.
Right. We did the Mando show. We did our show about that yesterday.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's fresh in my head, but I'm gonna go with and I got the. Have you seen the episode, Jacob?
I'm not sure.
The volume episode.
I don't know if it's the same thing we're talking about, but I saw the behind the scenes on how they filmed. They're using next generation this kind of 3-dimensional screen.
Yep.
That surrounds the
would
entire
be it.
environment.
Yep. That would
Yeah.
be it. That would be it.
That's what I saw.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
That is what they call the volume.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I got asked a question on the show because I've been on Rise and Joey has, if they use any of that tech in the ride, and I'm like, they don't. But I'm wondering now if they can. They can.
You mean as far as the actual
yes.
attraction goes?
Yeah, the 3D. If they do the 3D with the, without giving away
Yeah.
Yeah.
when, but you can do that now. using that engine.
Right.
Yeah.
And they actually use that. There was something I saw where when they were doing Galaxy's Edge, they had that thing up and running. They had Imagineers in that type of environment walking around 3D saying, this is how it's going to look. And I go, I want to just go in there and walk around.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be so much fun.
Yeah. For anyone who has not been up on that series, I cannot recommend it enough. Even if you're not a fan of The Mandalorian, which if you're not, what is wrong with you? But it is a window into how a movie or a high-quality production runs and operates and is pushing the boundaries of what we see. And it is beyond interesting. They have... they talk about every aspect, from the beginning, the legacy of it, the volume, the technology, the practical, what process they use, and then score and music. So far, they have one more, I believe, and then they'll be done. It is an 8 episode run. So if you haven't, I cannot recommend it enough, Jazz. You need to watch it.
You have to see it.
I forgot the password for my Disney Plus on my phone, so...
You're at home right here.
Yes, but not for very long.
Okay, well.
But anyways, yes, I know I need to watch it.
Okay. You will love it. When they go off and they talk about baby. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't want to give anything away for anybody who hasn't watched it, but you need to watch it, and then you will. And then when you if you watch The Mandalorian and then you watch that episode, you're gonna be like, it will make you rethink what your eyes have been telling you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, it is that level.
Yeah.
Some next level stuff.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so it's safe to assume that Jacob loved Rise of the Resistance.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It feels like you're part of some Star Wars scene. Like, oh my
You
god.
know what's unfortunate? It's not going to be
Yeah.
that way now with all this.
You don't think so?
That one room that you go into, they can't do that.
Well, no, they can if they, no,
here we
if they
go.
can, but if they reduce, they're gonna have to reduce the number of people. Well, but in all fairness, it is not a big amount of people.
That's not what I'm saying. It's not the amount of people. It's the 6 feet apart people.
No, I know,
yeah.
I get that.
That's what I'm talking. I'm like, it'll still, because it wasn't many. There was only it was 2 rows of 4 per car.
12 people.
So for 12 people.
Yeah, no,
So, okay, so
yeah,
for 12
sorry,
people,
16.
Okay. No, our car's not that big, was it?
4, 8,
I thought it was just 4 and
12.
4.
No, 2 cars, 8 people each.
Oh, okay, so 16.
Yep.
So they're not gonna be able to do that
Yep.
because the max is only gonna be probably 10.
Yep.
Because that's all we can. That's the largest party we can seat in a restaurant.
Well, looking at it, I think you're gonna have. They can do it. You know what?
But making it feel the same way when
they
you're
can. I think they can.
Because those rooms aren't big enough to put even 8 people 6 feet apart from each other. That one room. That's the only my only concern.
But I get your point. But
wow, are we arguing over Star Wars?
yeah, we are.
Okay.
We've done this before already, and
Well-
it scares me every time we do it. But no, I think you can. It'll not be as intense because you're going to be 8 people.
But can you? Yeah, I guess we need.
I get your point. Yeah, I get your point. But we're not going to know until we're on it. Yeah.
They're gonna put 3 of us in that room and be like 6 feet apart, and then you're gonna have to wait.
Okay,
And it's
okay. We're not going to go into technicality because I
Not
bet
yet.
you on a technical level we can argue that. I can argue that. In fact, I have enough knowledge that I can argue that, but I won't.
That's
They
not
should
good.
just have 2 separate queues.
That would be great.
For those of you that don't want to social distance, come into the room and enjoy the show. For the rest, we'll let you straight onto the ride.
There you go.
Oh my! I love it.
Maybe
Oh,
they'll get
man.
like some sort of virtual version for those.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to write it, you can write it from home.
Yes,
Okay.
Here you go. It's called YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
well, let's mosey on over to our real first topic of the evening, and that was the late breaking news last week that Disneyland is planning an opening.
What day?
That would be July 17th.
I'm sorry. What day?
Oh
I'm sorry.
man.
What was that?
July 17th.
Go ahead.
No. Udi,
No,
Udi,
go
can
ahead.
you
No,
tell me
no,
what day
no.
that was?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead and say it. I want to hear the words leave your mouth.
Nope. Mark can do it. I'm not. I
Mark already
refuse.
did it. I was right.
Jess is
I re-
correct.
yeah,
And Jess
I
wins a spiked
refuse.
Dole Whip for
Yeah.
that.
I will take a spiked Dole Whip.
I will buy you a watermelon whatever.
Ooh, what was that?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Was it a Mexican lollipop?
Mexican lollipop.
There you go.
Watermelon schnapps and it has its
Okay. I will be buying Jess a Mexican lollipop when we go.
Thank you.
As long as that bartender's not there.
Yes, as
Well,
long
yeah.
as that bartender's on.
Yeah.
okay. So the grand reopening it's set to come on July 17th. Downtown Disney will be opening on July 9th, pending state and local government approvals. So this is great news, but it's not without its controversy, perhaps, or without its
Dun, dun, dun.
enter the music here. It's not without its limitations here. So let's get to it. Well, first off, I'm happy that they've got something back.
Yep.
I'm glad that we're moving forward here
Yep.
on this. So let's go through some of these. It says there's an inherent risk of exposure to COVID-19 as exists in any public place where people are present. So let's hear. Okay, so July 9th, Downtown Disney, July 17th, Disney Park and DCA, and July 23rd for the Disney Grand California Spa and the Disney Paradise Hotel.
Which blows my mind.
Well, what about the Disneyland Hotel? Where's that one in the mix?
It's nowhere.
Okay, maybe.
It's nowhere, and you know why.
I don't know why.
I do.
Ooh,
Why?
why? Tell us.
Because they're going to get rid of it. They're going to redo the whole damn thing.
No.
Yes, they are. They're going to use this as the opportunity
To do what?
to rebuild it.
Ooh.
Like remodel or like
No,
to the ground?
I think it's gone to the ground.
No.
Yep.
Okay, hot take. I think you're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
Mark my.
Which attraction is this now?
No, we're talking about Disneyland Hotel.
What do you think of the Disneyland Hotel?
Oh, the hotel.
I have this gut feeling, and mark my words.
Yeah.
On June 14th, it's going.
Well, but
That's what
I
they're
thought they
doing.
planned to do like a new DVC back there in the Fort Tower.
That's what they were planning.
Yeah,
But this gives them a lot of chances.
sure.
One, to force everybody out of the quote unquote. I mean, Paradise Pier is a cheaper hotel, but people are going to pick the Grand over the Paradise Pier. And when the Paradise Pier fills up, if they still want to have that Disney experience,
Yeah.
they're going to be forced to go to the Grand,
Right.
which is going to be more expensive.
That's a ridiculous move if they do that. I mean, because the Paradise Pier is the one of the three wasn't even a Disney property to begin with. Used to be the old Pan Pacific Hotel, but I don't know. I hope you're not right with that. Okay, anyways, let's look at some of these enhanced health and safety measures that guests can expect upon their arrival into the original Magic Kingdom. I'm reading this direct from the Disneyland site. These are not my words. We recognize that COVID-19 situation is constantly evolving, which is why our reopening approach is deliberately fluid and phased. And there are many factors that are helping us determine the timing of when various aspects of our business will reopen in a responsible way. I'm going to pin note right there for a second. We may not see Rise of the Resistance open for a while.
I agree.
We may not see several attractions open for a while, but anyway, I'll get back to that in a second. In addition to the following existing state and local guidelines, which continue to evolve, we currently are working with our unions to responsibly and thoughtfully implement new health and safety measures for cast members. These enhanced health and safety measures include enhanced protective measures. We will require mandatory face coverings for both cast members and guests, with the addition of hand washing stations and physical barriers where appropriate. We'll stop there for a sec. Now, am I confused? Didn't Orange County just say you don't have to do that?
Correct.
So,
But
but
that was
correct.
yesterday at like 8 o'clock at night.
But-
this came out before.
okay. So, but Disney can do whatever they kind of want with this.
It's just like a restaurant. If my boss tells me I have to wear a mask,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if everybody else, like, if we don't have to anymore.
Okay.
If she wants us to do it, we have to do it.
I'm going to argue that no, you can actually, there is no backing for it. I get your point, but yeah.
Oops. Yeah.
It will be, okay, I will go here because I'm going to find a lot of people are not going to want to do it. When you have to wear a mask for 8 hours, there's already complication. There's already things we're finding out
No,
that wearing
right.
one for 8 hours continuously may not be that good, depending on who you are. Now, I think you combine that with a 100-degree or a 90-degree temperature,
Yes.
we're going to have complications. I'm wondering how long, with Orange County saying, no, you don't have to, how long Disney will stay there. It'll be interesting. My opinion.
What if you were a ski
You know,
mask?
my opinion,
What if you wear a ski mask?
yeah.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's going to be hot. One of my servers already had an asthma attack, which she shouldn't be wearing them in the first place. Mm-hmm. I told her to take it off, but they're going to have problems.
Yeah. So what do you think about that, Jacob? Are you okay with wearing a mask for 8 hours?
No, not at all. I won't go.
Okay.
I won't go if a mask. And then have you heard what some of the people are saying back in Florida with their opening?
No.
Not even the park, but just of the area. I guess they opened up their I don't know what it's called, but it's their equivalent to our downtown Disney.
That's
area.
Disney Springs.
Mm-hmm.
Disney Springs. So a lot of people
looks
just
awesome.
saying, that they felt disgusted, just like disgusting after a while.
Oh.
Just breathing in like hot, humid, and they have humidity, so it makes
Yeah.
it worse. It compounds those issues. But they just said, we're not going to. A lot of people, they're not going to go back, even to that,
Right.
and until those restrictions are lifted. So me, I wouldn't want to. I already told our family we're not until this is lifted. We're not going to go back.
Okay.
I just,
Yeah.
I want to feel comfortable,
Sure.
So we'll wait as long as we need to for
Yeah.
this to die down.
There you go. Okay. So, but are you on the payment plan of the AP, or did you just pay them out all right, or what did you guys do?
We're our passes are finished, so but we just bought them outright when we had them.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it ended the week after Rise of the Resistance opened up.
Okay.
So we got in just in time for that. And actually, I bought them knowing the year before that it was going to open them around that time. So we bought them and renewed our passes to make sure they would be available during the opening.
Awesome.
So-
Okay. Okay. I definitely understand what you're saying
Mark?
there. What's that?
Your thought?
Well, hold on for a second. There's a kitten that just bit my foot. So sorry about that. Those teeth are sharp. Okay. My thought is no, I don't think I'll be going because I just can't wear a mask all day. It just, I mean, to me, I can breathe okay, but it just adds more that I don't really need to deal with. And you just kind of feel gross.
Yeah.
So it isn't my scene right now to be wearing that, and I don't think that's really I want to be going to. I mean, believe me, I miss the park every day, and there are many nights where I go, oh my gosh, okay, the sun's setting. It'd be so cool to be in the park right now. I just want to go just walk around and do stuff, but I don't want to walk around with a mask on. So for that, I think I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I mean, gosh, I definitely want to go. But just like you guys,
Yeah, and I work in a county, the county of YOLO, which they're not acting like you only live once. You have to wear a face covering.
While you're working. Oh,
Now, mind you, I'm going to put myself on blast. I'm not.
what?
Oh yeah, I'm like no. They don't recognize like I'm in a hot, humid area. I'm not going to wear a mask. Period. I can't. I'll cover it when I'm dealing with sawdust or a nauseous chemical. Okay, but other than that, no, you can't. You cannot. I literally had to wear it for a 15-minute wait to get food, and by the time I was done, like I was
Sweating and
yeah, I felt horrible. So I feel for the people who are having to work with them for an 8-hour, 9-hour, however many shift, how long their shift is. And, for you to have to, do it to go have fun. I don't know, man. It is rough. I know we're going to have a lot of people who are going to the argument is going to go on and on. My opinion is that I cannot wear one for a very long time. And yeah, a tough one right away.
sure. Okay. Next section, Physical distancing. We will reduce theme park capacity to enable physical distancing and add appropriate signs to help guests move responsibly throughout the property. Yes.
Me first.
Yes, go ahead.
If that means I can be away from Jess, more than 6 feet from Jess, I'm happy.
Wow.
So
I have no problem with that one.
again, they're gonna. This is interesting. I mean, I see why they're doing this, and this makes sense to me. But how are they going to do tickets? I mean, and the tickets going to be more expensive now to get into this?
And then how do you go in, and how are you going to regulate the people coming into the park? How are you doing? As we go on, there are more things that apply, and you're like, okay, how are we going to deal with physical distancing and that?
Yes. Okay. So we're going to get a reduced park experience for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
there's no way I mean, just even think about like mansion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many people? You can only put 10 people, 12 people in an elevator.
Yeah.
And they all have to be 6 feet apart. That means there's going to be dots on the floor. And that elevator is circular, which means you're not going to be able to put everybody 6 feet
No.
apart.
They may not run mansion then.
Again, all things that I'm thinking, okay, without going into the technical realm, because people get angry because of where you're getting info from. If
I get all my information from you, Udi.
yeah, if we're
Oh,
running,
that's funny. I get mine from you, Mark.
yeah,
Oh,
okay.
shoot. This is great.
I am all knowing. Anyway, if
And Hootie gets his information from me.
there we go.
Oh man.
Nice.
If we move quickly and we're not around them for more than I think is anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, then we're okay. So I'm wondering how much they're looking at that going, okay, if we're not around them for very long, which we're not, I mean, from us to get to top to bottom, we're usually it's a 5, maybe a 10-minute thing to get all the way onto a dune buggy, So there are things here that, I mean, they begin this entire thing with, it is fluid and moving. Yeah. So I'm wondering at what point, how, what is the word I'm looking for? Drastic or severe are they going to implement these things? Yeah.
Can you guys tell me where I find to make reservations? Because I can't find it.
Not up yet.
Well, I
I've been
actually
looking.
I looked the other day, and I can only book tickets 30 days out. And so right now the first day possible would be July 17th. So
Well,
it'd be
in
June 17th.
Mine, I have I don't have that one. So I was just curious, but it says it's reservations only.
Right.
So,
Okay, I went to look,
Yeah.
and you go on the app, like you normally would.
Yeah.
Nothing comes up.
Okay.
It goes
so
blank.
I
Right.
just need to book my hotel room
Okay.
for now.
Not at the Disneyland Hotel, you're not.
No, I stay at Motel 6. What are you talking about?
That's true.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay. So the next item, and we're just
Well,
go
Dick-
right.
what do you think about that, Jacob? You're running by Jacob like, come on, man.
Oh, about physical distancing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Sorry, Jacob. What do you think about that?
You don't want to know what I think, guys.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Well, you're already.
Yeah.
The first one was a non-starter for you, so
Yeah. Well, I mean, going back to the mask, even before does it say that mask will be required?
mm-hmm.
It actually says that. I
Yeah.
didn't see that. Oh,
Yeah.
because I read that. So Orange County, where Disneyland sits in, is they removed all mask requirement
Yeah.
for Orange County.
Yeah.
So most of Orange County is not wearing masks.
Correct. Yep.
But no, I don't. Me, I don't care. Me personally, I don't mind being around groups of people. Even now, even during all of this, the whole time, it didn't faze me. But yeah, no, I don't like the diminished parks experience.
Yeah.
No. That's what it is more than anything.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I won't feel comfortable being there with all this distancing and yeah, I don't know. I'm old school, but yeah, I expect to get sick when I go to Disneyland.
Well,
Those nasty little kids touching the rails and licking the rails after
Yeah.
they're eating their ice. It's par for the course of going to places like that where there's crowds.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if there's a pandemic or not. It doesn't matter, because even the simple cold, like people get sick there. They just do. There's germs.
Mm-hmm.
There's germs in the world, and any kind of theme park or places or like crowded museums, sports stadiums, they're all going to suffer from that. That's what you risk living in big cities and in the real world.
Yep.
And there's no getting rid of it.
Yeah,
you know.
I agree.
So yeah,
I agree. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, and me personally, as far as the data that's been released on COVID, I don't agree with all of it. And even now I see them changing the data and changing numbers as you know as they're finding out more. You know, it's not as serious as it was. This kind of thing. You know,
Yeah.
without getting too much into it. You know, I see things differently, and I have it all along.
Yeah.
Interpret the data differently.
Yeah.
you know?
I think you and I have we look at it pretty much through the same lens. We look at it and we take like we take a huge spectrum. We're like, okay, but you know, you get a certain amount of data, and then we go, what about that, and what about that, and what about that?
Yeah.
And we go. I mean, a lot of people are fine with taking the data and then whatever is given to them, and then they go with it. Okay, I'm not going to fault you for that. I am what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very inquisitive. I want to know why. I want to know why that is going on, or what happened here, and how can I do that, and why does that work that way, and da-da-da-da. And when you have that kind of mind, you keep on digging. I have spent hours digging at info, going website, CDC, going over here, looking at that number, da-da-da, on and on. I had time.
Yeah.
So I did that, you know, and I agree. I mean, for me personally, I don't care the physical distancing part of it. I'm fine. I don't care if somebody is right next to me. The only thing I have been doing out of trying to be respectful, because I'm not going to look at somebody and read their mind like, are they going to get mad at me if I break that 6-foot barrier?
Yeah.
I do it out of like, I don't know you. I don't know where you are with the whole pandemic and everything.
Yeah.
I will be over here because I don't want you to feel, you know, somehow off put by me being around. So for me, if somebody comes at me and is 4 feet away from me, or 3 feet away from me, or 2 feet away from me, you know, as long as you don't break my personal like 1 foot, 2 foot bubble, I'm fine. But you know, I also recognize and respect people that may be like, hey, I want you to back off of me, and I'm okay, fine, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah, no, and my kids, like, you know, kids don't know barriers, their boundaries, that kind of thing. So we're always telling them, hey, you know, when we're in queues, like, come over here, like, you're too close to those other people. You know, I always make sure and this is before the pandemic and before all of that.
Yeah,
you know,
I watched it.
Give people their space.
Yeah.
You know, give people their space.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Next item here is, and this is where we could have some friction, is the temperature checks. All guests will undergo temperature screenings prior to entering downtown Disney District or the theme parks. In addition, health screenings and temperature checks will be required daily for cast members.
Nope.
Okay, so nope is right. I mean,
that's a no for me.
Yeah, I mean, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that, Jacob?
Well, because I noticed that places, some businesses locally also are doing temperature checks. I've heard of some restaurants locally doing it, and so I won't be going to any of those, you know.
And what's your reason behind that?
I don't want to live in that type of world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whatever it is, whatever's going on with all this, it's all temporary until whatever comes, you know.
Oh, I think it may all end on November 4th.
Yeah.
Just like a heads up.
Yeah. But whether it's, you know, specialized medicine or vaccinations, or it doesn't matter, whatever it is, you know, that won't be, you know, they call it the new normal right now.
No.
I get it that's the new normal for now, but it won't be permanent.
No.
It's just not because I don't like it, but it just won't be. You know, it's a big inconvenience, and it's only in the light of what's going on right now that they have this going on.
Yeah.
It's something that will eventually go away, but I don't want anybody scanning my forehead to check my temperature.
No.
I had to do it with one of my clients. I do design work and photography and film work and that type of stuff, and I went into a company and they had to scan, you know, they had to check my temperature before I went. I'm fine with that. You know, that's their policy.
Sure.
I have to work, you know, did what I had to do, got it done. And,
understand.
But we don't have to do Disneyland.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's a luxury.
Yep, and I'm I agree with Jacob. I had to get back to work.
Yeah.
I had to go and main office and go get paperwork done and yada yada yada. And
Do you have to do a COVID test?
no, I thank God, because I would have been like, no, you don't have.
I thought you wanted to take one.
I don't care. I would take one, because I would go like, either one, I'm clean. Two, I will have antibodies.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
And you want to know my personal opinion? I think I have antibodies for it already. My opinion.
Okay.
And just for a number of reasons without going too far into it. But I'm pretty sure I have antibodies for it already. I had to go in, and they're like, you need to do a temperature check before you come on. And I'm like, I took that deep breath, like, okay, well,
Yeah.
okay.
You gotta
I had to go to work, because like Jacob, I got to do what I got to do. I got to go work, and I had to. But yeah, for me, the temperature check, from what I'm hearing, is they're going to do like a body scanner type.
Sure.
It'll just be like it'll just be going.
Yeah,
through metal
walking
detector.
through. But for me, I'm even though I do this, I've said it before, I'm a very guarded individual with me.
Yep.
I don't run around, and I'm not very giving of my personal information. I'm more than happy to give you my personal opinion.
Yeah.
But my personal information, no. You don't need to know where I live, what I've done, where I go, any of that kind of thing. You don't need to know.
Yeah, it's infringements on your autonomy as a person, especially in America.
It really, really is. And I'm very much a freedom-loving guy. I love being able to go do what I want to do when I want to do, and I don't want to get in the way of other people doing that.
Sure.
So that is my thing. And so for me, this was I'm having a rough time with this one, because my initial reaction is, no, there's no way. And I will not go, because there is a line between taking care of people and making sure we're safe, and then there is a line past it. For a lot of people, they're like, I'm fine with it. Okay. I won't argue that with you. If you're okay with it, more power to you. Okay. But for me, I'm like, the way I feel, what is taking my temperature going to tell you?
Right.
Nothing. It'll tell you maybe I'm running hot. Maybe I have a fever.
Got a fever.
Okay, and if I have a fever, is it COVID related?
Yes.
Well, no, and that is my point. And then
you could have a toothache.
I could have anything going
I
on.
was being sarcastic.
No, I could have run from the car and been running hot.
Right.
I mean, we can
Yeah.
go on and on and on, and I'm sure they'll tell you, blah, blah. But to me, I'm like, how do you? And then here's going to be the interesting question: what happens the first time you have a guest coming in, flying from whoever, wherever, and they come in and they're running a little hot, and they're told you can't come in? What is going to happen there? So to me,
Nothing. Disney will give them a refund. And show them.
no, but.
They're going to refund their plane ticket?
Yeah, my point.
No, I know.
Their hotel?
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, okay, I get where they're coming from. I understand where they're coming from, but to me, there's a big part of me that feels that they're also talking like it is February and March.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
That we were day one pandemic. We're day one at the beginning where we didn't know what was going on.
Oh, jeez.
And then you had, these kind of things we had to do because we didn't know.
Right.
Nobody I've ever talked to, whether how you fall with it right now, everybody I think comes, for the most part, I'm going to go like 95% of people all agree with how we reacted at the beginning was correct and is correct. Now we're further down the road, and that is my whole complaint. Go ahead, Jess, yes.
Jess has her hand up for those listeners out there.
I kind of forgot what I was going to say.
I
I had my hand up for so long.
I know you did because I was on a roll, man.
Temperature check. Oh, got it.
Okay.
But because of what we were saying, if maybe they'll refund their ticket, but they're not going to refund their flights, their everything, blah blah, their time off of work and everything. All they have to do is put a measly little bit of script in the bottom of their ticket and or AP contract, and their butts are safe.
No, I'm not.
That's
I'm
all
not.
I'm saying.
No. And you are a million % correct. But that doesn't change
No, it's
that negativity coming out of the park. And that park is not about negativity. That is my point.
Let me interject with a
Go for
quick
it.
little story, something that happened recently
All right, go
regarding
for it.
temperature checks. And not that they're bad. I mean, I see that they're doing it because, they're doing their due diligence or whatever.
Yep.
But so a couple, maybe a month ago, my son broke his arm. He was playing on a trampoline.
Oh, no.
Snapped his arm in half.
Oh, you know what?
My youngest one. My
Okay,
youngest one.
Compound fracture?
Complete fracture.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, both bones in his arm. you
No
know?
way. Wow.
Yeah, his arm bent all the way backwards, right in the center.
Oh, wow.
And I'm thinking, great, like right. I don't want to be in hospitals right now. And so we ended up having to go get a cast or to go get to go see a doctor in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And they checked his temperature and they weren't going to let him in because he had a high temperature.
Are you kidding?
They turned my wife away and my kid, and they're like, well,
What?
Oh,
he
my
can't come in. And I'm thinking, like,
God.
his arm is broken in half. This is not.
How can they not look at that?
Yeah, it's not life and death, but I mean, it's the closest thing to it. I mean, yeah, he's not dying, but if you don't.
Yeah,
you don't deal with a broken arm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going to do permanent damage.
Right.
Permanent damage.
Yeah.
It's not going to heal correctly. It has to
No.
be addressed
Right away. Yeah.
right away within a day of when these things
Yeah.
happen. And so my wife's like, we drove all the way out. It was out in LA, and so
pissed
they
me
ended
off.
up. She was saying, well, we were outside and they're waiting. It was hot outside. He's probably just hot, So they went into the shade. She's like, we're just gonna hang out and wait because he's not sick. He wasn't sick, And so they ended up letting him cool down in the shade, and they checked it again, and he was fine. But, moral of the story, the point of the story, they were about to turn him away, So these temperature checks, it creates problems,
Yeah.
And in this instance, it was him not being able to be seen. In the instance of visiting Disneyland, it's you're not going to be able to get in. And now you just lost thousands of dollars if this was a big family trip or something, let's say.
Yeah, and
That's the part that sucks.
yeah, I think Mark, you made the comment when we were, pre-show when we were talking about what we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
And you were like, man, you read them, and you're like, man, there are going to be some unhappy people, and I'm like, yeah, there are, because while we're all kind of understanding where they're coming from, but I also feel like they're acting upon data now that we're finding out isn't. I mean, when you have again, we're gonna go IRL real quick. When the WHO is coming out and saying you cannot get it if you're asymptomatic. And
Or if you're protesting,
or
right? They said that. Well, I'm not going to go into that, but
No,
they did say that.
It wasn't the WHO that said that, but anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, and to me, I'm like, I get it. These are the initial. What are they going to change? When are they going to change? What are they going to change? Can happen tomorrow. We could get a press release tomorrow going, oh, by the way, all these we're not going to do anymore.
Right.
And it could all change. So in so far, everything is like what I'm feeling like Jacob. I don't want to live in that world, and
No.
it is temporary.
It is temporary.
If people in your mind think, oh, the new normal, honestly, that phrase makes me very, very angry. It swells something up in me. I hear or I see it and I get mad because to me, you're letting it win when you do that. I know some people could argue, oh, you're being very naive or whatever. Okay. But my point is, like, I think this will pass. Mm-hmm. We as a species and a society have lived through worse. We're going to make it. So that's why when I see these things, I get mad. I'm like, we're giving in. And if you think this is the way it's going to be from here on out, you're giving into that. And I think as a whole, we're better than that.
Right. We are.
So I get mad. I get a little mad.
Okay. So for me, yeah, it's a bit invasive the temperature checks, but the concept in theory is flawed at best because
Yeah.
what's okay for one thing, if you're running a fever, you shouldn't be at the park anyways.
Right.
Okay, that's number one. But number two, what is the threshold for turning a guest away? Is it 100 degrees? Is it 101?
Yeah.
And then this came up today during conversation earlier today. Is like, what if a family of 5 or 4 goes and little Johnny's running a fever? Is the whole family not allowed in, or do they have to make a Sophie's Choice thing at that point, saying, okay, I'm going to sacrifice my day, go back to the hotel with him, and the 3 of you can go to the park? No, that's just ridiculous to me. To me, again, I brought this up before. Does this do good, or does it make you feel good to do it? I think this makes people feel good to do it. It doesn't actually do good, right?
Yep.
I've used the word as theater.
Oh yeah,
to a level.
Yeah,
people get
security
mad,
theater,
but I think it is designed to, like, okay, if you are worried about the pandemic and you're worried about COVID and catching it, then all of these things are designed for you to feel better, in my opinion. Like, okay, if I need to worry about physical distancing, a mask, temperature check, okay, all those boxes are checked off, and then I'll feel better about going in.
Yeah.
That is the way I feel. And I think as we move along here, less and less people feel that way. My opinion, I could be wrong, but I'm probably not.
Okay. All right. So, Jess, any thoughts about that?
No.
Are you okay with it? Will you go with that?
Yeah, I've gone to casinos multiple times in the past 2.5 weeks, and they take your temperature.
Okay.
That's because you're a gambler.
But yeah, and I win. What up?
It's not gambling when you win.
No, it is. It's just great. But no, it doesn't. They don't stop you or anything.
Yeah.
You walk in the door and you keep walking.
Have you seen anyone get pulled out? Okay. Well, I mean, so maybe that is what it is. But again, like as Jacob mentioned, I don't want to live in a world like this. I mean, so
I don't either. But if it's going to be like this for the next 2 years,
who said that?
well, no, I'm using this as an example. 2 years, even a year.
Yeah.
I'm not going to miss the park for another year. We've already lost it for 6 months.
Right.
Like, well, since last time I was there. But I'm not gonna risk it. I'll go. I'll wear a mask. I wear a mask at work. It sucks, but I'll do it. At least this time, I'll be doing something I want to do and not working. I'll do it because especially if you want to fly, you're gonna have to wear a mask. And I'm surprised if they're not gonna take people's temperatures before they put them on a plane. And it might even be before, like during security. Throw that in when you do your scan when you're walking through security. Take your temperature there too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if this is something that they're gonna make it a big deal for a while, I'm not gonna jeopardize the park for it. I'll deal with it.
Do you think they'll let you wear like Halloween masks during the Halloween parties?
No.
Oh.
I don't.
But that's a mask.
Well, yeah, but it would cover your full face. At least you're seeing from here up what is a real human.
Okay.
Instead of unless you wear like a Bane mask, then you'd be fine.
There you go. Okay. Well, all right. And so next one, limited contact enhancements. So we are recommending cashless transactions, and we will reduce cast member and guest interactions with helpful technology, including expansion of mobile order in our Disney app, Apple Pay, and more. Whatever. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
Enhanced cleaning and sanitation. The park's clean anyways. We will build upon our existing standards of cleaning with heightened protocols. Okay. While it may be a bit different from the last time you visited, we've come up with new ways to create magical moments together and memories to treasure forever.
Nope.
Oh, he said no, they're not doing that.
No. I think they're being wishful. They're not. It won't.
Okay.
You can't. I think Jess brought it up before we were talking about it. When you have that many barriers between people, you can't. You can't have that. We as, for the most part, as human beings, we crave being around people and being in contact. We like it. We need it. And for that, again, for temporary, okay, but as a whole, and I think whenever we go with these measures in place, it will not feel the same. The magic at a level will be gone.
Yeah, but I'm not going to risk losing all the magic.
Yeah. I won't argue that with you, Jess. I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
I understand.
So, I will not be going on the 17th, just because, actually, because none of this. I just I just have bought a new house, and it's all my money's going towards that. So my Disney budget is almost nil right now. I'd rather get my house set up than go here. But if that wasn't the case, let's say everything is even, I would probably still wait a little bit, just because this version is not the version I like. And I've said before that, yeah, I mean, maybe on air or off air, I've told you guys that I'd like to just walk around the park and not do anything. But now here's where the rubber meets the road. Would I do it? Probably not. Not for the price. I mean, I have an annual pass, so I guess that's okay. But
yeah, but not with it being altered like that.
And
Hey, do you guys remember that smoking area by Thunder Mountain?
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
What if they made that into like a free breathing area where you could take your mask off?
God.
Oh, I would like walk in and like I'd ride one attraction, go running back. I'm gonna be here for like 15, 20, and I'll come back.
Oh yeah.
Breathe fresh oxygen. Take it in.
Oh my
There you go.
God.
There's
That
a-
might be a solution.
There
There you
That's
go.
a-
I like it. Hey, $1 million idea, buddy.
Yeah. And then the other thing we talked about before was that, we go to this park in general just to escape the real world, and
Yeah.
and I don't know. To me, this stuff kind of stuff needs to stay on the outside of the berm for me. And maybe I'm being a little too, I don't know, idealistic about it.
No, you're spot on in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be reminded of everything,
Yeah.
and it's
no longer Disneyland.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's disinfectant land.
The disinfectant.
I like it.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's disinfectant. The DL, same thing. Okay. All right. So, anyways, Judy, you're not going to go, are you, right now, or what's?
I'm battling hard because I need to go back. I've been needing to, but
I want you to go back.
I do, and
I really do.
I'm on the fence.
Okay.
I have made the comment that I would be not, but man, I'm having a real internal battle right now in my head on what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah. Are you keeping annual pass, or what are you doing with that?
I got to make my phone call. I think I'll do it then. I'll make my call at that moment.
And you'll decide what you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think you should stay on. I think it'll be good, because there is a lot of good coming out of this park soon,
Oh yeah, but
and there's a lot of good memories.
oh yeah. I mean, again, that is why I'm having that battle in my head.
Right.
That, I don't know. The straight answer is I don't know what I'm gonna do right now.
You don't know what you're gonna
I
do.
don't.
Okay. Well, good.
There you go. Jess is gonna go. Mark is gonna go. Jacob is gonna go. I'm the only one who doesn't know.
I'm
You're gonna take one for the team.
I don't know. What? Maybe. I will lay that out there, Jess. My arm is twistable.
It is twistable.
Oh, I know. If I could have booked the room right now, you would have been there.
Yeah, God, I hate it when you know me like that. God.
Well, here's something I will read that I actually like, and it's from Instagram. The day begins, the sun breaks through the clouds as today adventure begins. The explorer leads the way. Who wrote those words?
Miley Cyrus.
No. Anybody know who wrote those words?
No.
Udi, any idea? That'd be you, Udi. You wrote those words.
I did?
You wrote those words on a picture that I look at
No way.
when I feel pissed off about life. And Udi has a picture of the Explorer. It's one of his many trips that he went on.
All right.
And it says, and this was taken, I think, before the park officially opened. And it says, the day begins, the sun breaks through the clouds as today adventure begins. The Explorer, which happens to be the submarine in the picture, the Explorer leads the way. And to me, that's written by a fan who loves the park,
Yeah.
who is looking for adventure wherever it goes. Is he going to be a pirate, an astronaut? Is he going to go on Thomas Sawyer's Island? Is he going to go explore the jungle? Who knows? But the Explorer leads the way. That's why I'm thinking you're going to stay, and you need to stay because of that kind of stuff. Once in a while, Udi says something that I like, and that was that.
Rare.
That's not true.
Yeah.
But I do look at that going, you know what? That's a pretty optimistic view of the park.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we're in a funk right now, but we will get through it. The Explorer will lead the way.
Yep.
Or maybe it'll be the Argonaut. Or the Ethan Allen. The skipjack.
You know, the skipjack. The funny part is that picture. I remember walking by, and I looked at the sound coming through. I'm like, man, how great! And then I looked down, and the Explorer was coming around, and I'm like,
it's a sign.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, oh my god, what a great day! I mean, I think it was like sign from the heavens. You're going to go and have a day full of exploration. I'm like, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
You posted it before the park was open.
Yep.
And I go, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I was at work, and Duty's out there looking at, explorers and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's that. Okay. Now, let's talk about the next thing. The Splash Mountain incident. So
we're not going to talk about that? What's up on the board?
What is it? Oh.
The reopening with the new park reservation?
Well, we don't know how this is going to work.
We don't. Okay.
So we don't know how this is going to go.
We don't.
It says at this time we are confused. Is what it's basically what Disneyland is saying.
Because they're waiting for local government, and there is the first problem. Waiting for government. Okay.
Okay, we'll not go down that path, but
oh man,
we'll see. I mean,
anybody want to DM me? I will give you my.
Orange County seems to be
follow me on Instagram.
Orange County seems to be doing good. I mean,
yeah. Yep. They okay. Orange County, much like the wonderful county that I live in now, Placer, are fighting wholeheartedly, pushing back on what I feel is an overreach, and they are fighting back. They're like, okay, we are recognizing that we're further along than you may want to be, and they're pushing back, maybe fighting back. Yeah, they're pushing back. But
pushing back. Okay. Yep.
And what county that's like?
What county do you live in, Jacob?
In LA County.
LA County.
Oh man, brother.
Yeah.
Oh brother.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not even going to say anything.
We've been going to Orange County a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Freed up in Orange County.
My wife works in Orange County. So.
Okay, there you go.
But yeah.
Do you have that moment like you cross the county line, you're like, and now I feel better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep.
I know that's why I'm incredibly happy. I moved 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
Into Placer County. I'm like, oh, I feel so much better in Placer County. But anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't know what's going with tickets. I mean, I can book 30 days out in advance, and I just was curious to see if I could. I'm going to check on June 17th to see if that opens up for the 17th for me. But just to see. But I'm sort of targeting my if things go good, maybe October to return to the park. Udi will be sooner. I know that. But anyways, I am missing the park. Anyways, let's go on to Splash Mountain. All right, so what happened with Splash Mountain? Somebody went to change.org and
you want to bring that up or not?
Yeah, let me get to that real quick.
We're going to bring up the actual petition.
Okay. So on change.org, here we go. There was a recent petition that got added. DizFan started this petition to the Walt Disney. And it was to retheme Splash Mountain to Princess and the Frog. Okay, Disney Park should be a home for all to enjoy. Oh, hold on. It's doing some ridiculousness. Disney Park should be a home for all to enjoy, regardless of race, age, and whatever background may be. Yeah, we all know that. The classic log flume ride, Splash Mountain, is featured in Disneyland, Disney World, and Tokyo Disneyland. While the ride is considered a beloved classic, its history and storyline are steeped in extremely problematic and stereotypical racist tropes from the 1946 film Song of the South. There was a huge need for diversity in the parks, and this could help fill that need. Princess and the Frog is a beloved princess movie, but it's very little representation in the parks. Well, that's false. That's not beloved by anybody, is it? Mm-hmm. Is it beloved?
No.
Okay. Beloved, Tiana could be one of the first princesses with a thrill ride, as well as giving her a much-deserved place in the parks. The framing of the ride is such that it could be easily changed to tell the story of Tiana while not compromising too much of the ride costing a fortune and remodeling for Disney. This change could kill two birds with one stone. Remove the offensive stereotypical theming of the ride. What? And it currently has a much... Whatever. I can't even read this anymore. I guess you know how I feel about this.
Keep on going. Keep on. You can make it. You can do it.
Where am I? Okay. This change could kill two birds with one stone. Remove the offensive stereotypical theming the ride currently has and bring a much-needed diversity to the parks, as well as a much bigger merchandising opportunity for Princess and the Frog. Splash Mountain is located in Critter Country Frontierland in the park and is very close to New Orleans Square in Disneyland. Thank you for that insight. It would be fairly easy to transition the ride into the Bayou of New Orleans, considering the location of the ride in each park.
No.
While the ride storyline is not an exact version of the movie's plotline is derivative from it. The characters, the songs, and locations are all main features of the ride. Disney has removed Song of the South from its library, refusing to share it on DVD and their streaming services. The best next step to remove all traces of this racist movie would be to retheme Splash Mountain into a Princess and the Frog themed ride. Since this, and this is him writing or her, I don't know who it is. Since this has gotten so much attention, I just wanted to throw in this edit with a few things. I really don't think this would get any attention. I saw the discussion on Twitter about retheming the ride was peaking with friends about how there should be a petition to have the to have a count on how many people actually support the idea, and decided to make one since I couldn't find one. I appreciate everyone who supports it. However, as always, with things that get attention, there's a lot of nastiness. If you're willing to have a discussion and potentially educate from a different perspective, I appreciate that as well. However, this is just a log ride in a theme park. A beloved one, yes, but at the end of the day, it's just a ride. There are more pressing matters in the world currently. If you're here, he didn't use the right form of you're here to hurl mean comments, your energy would be much better spent doing something else more productive. There are plenty of petitions on the site and plenty of foundations that need support right now. Okay.
Can I have their phone number?
No, but they put a cap or whatever their goal at 25K. They're at 20K.
Yeah, almost flirting with 21K.
Yeah. Anyway,
I have lots of thoughts, but I'm going to let somebody else talk first.
who? Mark?
Well,
Do you want me to go?
I want Jacob to go first on
Yeah,
this.
I just want somebody to bring up a point
Oh, wait,
that
okay.
I can counteract.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I'll go. I'll throw.
Oh, baby. What's up?
I will throw myself on the grade.
All right.
I'm gonna quote a great actor, one I really like.
Robin Williams.
No, Morgan Freeman.
Oh, Lord.
Morgan Freeman, in an interview with Don Lemon a few years ago, they were talking about race relation and
I know what you're
whatnot.
talking about.
And Don Lemon asked him straight out, "How do we end racism in this country?" And he looked him dead in the eye and he goes, "We stopped talking about it." And he goes, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Why do we always have to bring up race?" And I thought to myself, holy crap, that's kind of brilliant. Like, you think about it, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
we're not discounting race, but when we inject it into everything, how can we ever get past it if we're only focusing on that?
Yeah,
And
if that's your only metric, that's all you're going to talk
Yeah,
about.
and to me, I'm like, okay, so if you look at everything with that lens, I'm kind of like, while I in no way undercut a lot of the bad, evil, horrible things that people have done through racism, these kind of things, you're injecting that into that. Because you're going to tell me a kid riding that ride right now, riding that attraction right now, is going to have anything and go like, hey, that is racist. Not a one. If you ride it now, even though we have all, I've seen Song of the South. Mark, you have, right?
Yeah, I actually have.
I don't think, yeah, okay. When you look at it, you can make your argument, okay. But now, as you go through that attraction, you tell me where there is a racist bit of it anywhere. I can't find one. I'm hard pressed, and to me, I go, if you're looking at it through that lens, you're going to find it. Okay, so to me, I don't agree with the petition only because I think you're injecting and you're bringing that up. I have watched, okay, with everything that's going on in the world right now, I have done everything I can to find a positive, anything positive, as far as interaction with human to human contact. Didn't matter what race you are, who you are, what you do for a living, any of that. And the videos that kept on making me kind of well up in tear were the ones that have been coming out and I have been watched 100,000 times are friends and kids that are, one's black and one's white. They haven't seen each other because of COVID or whatnot. And they are seeing each other for the first time in 2 months. And they are excited, like running around hugging each other. And you have videos and video after that of all that going on. Kids don't see it. They won't see it. They don't care. That racism is a taught thing. It is. I inherently believe that. For me, my dad made it quite the how can I put it, the goal and the drive when we were growing up that we treat everyone, regardless of whatever they look like on the outside, the same. So to me, I read that and I kind of go like, no, why you're injecting that into that? Right. So to me, that's why I'm like, no, you can't do it because I can begrudgingly, I kind of see the retheming of Red, even though I disagree with it. That I think has more merit than this. That argument they had. Than that. And but that being said, this is a random petition. It has more to do with time of the world we're in right now, why people are even making it a thing. If it wasn't for what we're dealing with in the real world right now, I would look at that and laugh and go like, no. The only thing that worries me now is that too many people in their fervor to try to maybe do something positive and feel like, okay, I need to do something positive. And some people, sadly enough out there, in their fervor to act or say like they're doing something positive, they will push something like that. That is my only fear.
Okay.
Well, you basically said what I was going to say was that these people that are saying it's racist and blah, 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 but it hasn't, these kids, for even adults, have not seen this movie. So they don't know what is racist about it. Mm-hmm. That's all. So you hit the nail. That's why I was
if you
having a stroke over here while you were talking.
Yeah, if you ride the attraction now, I would put the challenge out there. Point it out to me. I know the history, but point out what I'm looking at right now.
It's the way that the animals talk.
What? They don't even work half the time.
You're
My
not
point.
helping Disney.
No, that's no.
No, but it's the way that they talk. It's just like Country Bear.
But if you go out and specifically
talking like they are.
Okay, you recognize those are people from the South.
No, I understand, but you have to understand that that's the same thing as Country Bear. Like people said that they talk like they were Hicks, they were hillbillies. They're
from that area.
I understand, but they pulled it because of that. So that's when you're looking at Splash. That is what the people are recognizing as. It's not. It's the way that the animals are speaking, because you have to think that those animals, either if they're real in the movie or if they are a figment of Uncle Remus's imagination, it's the way that they're talking, and they are talking like people that he would have been spending a lot of his time with. I'm trying to not be.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? But it's that form of like that's the way that slaves would have spoken back then. Either it doesn't matter if they were from the South, but that's what these people are seeing.
I'm not connecting the dots at any level with this. I mean, I know exactly what you're saying, but
I think you are making more of a cogent argument than they would be.
yes,
My opinion.
Well, I mean, and I'll take it, but
That's a nice word, Udi.
that was good. I will be very upset if they change it, but that's the only way that I can see that they. I mean, I understand that they're saying that the movie's racist, so associating that with the film, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I am giving them too much credit. Maybe I am. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm giving them too much credit.
And I'm gonna make one more comment about the quote unquote diversity.
Oh, what they mentioned in the
Yeah. We're in fantasy. We have everything out there. Okay.
No, we're in Critter Country.
Well, don't make me throw things at you. But we're literally in fantasy, man. Again, the one thing that I think, unfortunately, when people bring up these kind of things, I've always said, you're looking backwards.
Yeah.
You're not moving forward. Again, I mean, I've had a talk with my brother today about when parents need to be parents and they need to talk, and we need to push forward and celebrate where we've come from. And I keep on going on, like, when you constantly reach back and try to pull that, in my opinion, we've moved far beyond Song of the South with this attraction. We're well beyond it. That is so far in the rearview mirror, you got to turn around and drive back 1,000,000 miles, and then maybe you'll see it.
Yeah.
So to me, that's why. Go ahead, Jess.
Oh, look.
It's like Pirates.
Yeah.
It's like Pirates. They didn't need to change that.
No.
That's even further back than, but it's still a thing. And it's easier for Disney to roll over onto their back and be submissive than it is for them to fight to keep something, because they know us,
We'll
the
go.
ones that are diehard, we're gonna go whether or not you change it. We're gonna give a stink. We're gonna make T-shirts. We're still gonna go. You get the people that you are offending. They make a bigger stink of it. They can get more people that think that it's wrong. Excuse me, I'm getting upset.
All fired up here. Oh.
Throwing my mic. Mark dropped. You're next to it. You
Nope.
dropped your mic next.
Nope.
These people that are going to be offended can get more people that are going to feel the same way, get them to not go to the park, and they're going to lose money. They are safer changing things because they know that the diehards are going to go no matter what, because we have too much love and respect for that park.
And then I get where you're coming from, but my counter to that is those people who won't go are the one and doneers anyway. That's
It
what
doesn't matter, though.
I
They're going
know.
to get more money out of those one and doners.
No, they're not. Not in the long run.
Not in the long
Not
run.
in the long run.
Not in the long run. But they're going to get that money. Fine. Let's get that money from those people that are one and doners, because they always and forevers are always going to come in. Let those one and doners keep coming. Let's take their money. It works. I'm on a roll tonight.
Yeah.
Boom.
You see what I'm kind of worried about right now. But anyway.
Why that I'm on a roll?
No.
Oh.
That why I'm like, normally if we were in a different, if we didn't have the events going on that we do right now in the world,
Yeah.
I would look at that and laugh and go like, whatever, and we can move on. But
Sure.
the environment we're in right now, I'm a little fearful.
Fearful.
Yep. What about you, Jacob?
You guys really want to know what I think?
I do.
If you,
Okay,
hey, yeah,
I will. You know what?
Yeah.
I've been quiet on all of this stuff, and I'm never gonna let my account, my Wundersmack account, be, like a political voice and this kind of thing. But yeah, my feelings and thoughts are all over the place. One, because I'm a Mexican American person of color. I've experienced racism in my life many times, but. No, I think it's wrong. Do not change a thing of Splash Mountain. I think they should release Song of the South. I'm the complete opposite. You know what I mean? I think, first of all, Song of the South was not mocking black people in any way. And it's kind of a period piece that was written that time. The author was using the type of language that they used, and it's these type of differences that make who we are. It wasn't mocking. If anything, I don't know if there was any changes Is there talking on that ride? Here's what. Okay, I'll tell you something I don't like.
A bit, yeah.
There's something that I don't like. And I've never told this to anybody publicly, but the Tiki Bird room. You know when they have the little bit with the Mexican dudes or the Mexican birds talking? I think those
Jose?
are white guys. Yeah, I think those were white guys doing, as Mexicans. Because you could tell it's not an authentic. Yeah, it's not an authentic
They were,
accent. And that has pissed me off for the longest time. Now, should they remove it? Absolutely not.
Actually, the guy who did that is Wally Bogue.
Yeah.
Okay, Wally Bogue, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so if anything, if they're going to redo it, use a real Hispanic or Mexican that has a real accent. Again, you're not going to erase it because it was a white guy doing it, but make it more authentic. If anything, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But no, I've been quiet on social media regarding race, but a lot of it is just pissing me off. I hate the division. I do
too.
Man, I don't. I get pissed off that a lot of white people are being pressured to, the whole white guilt and if you're silent, then you're complicit. And I don't agree with that. Not one bit.
I don't either.
It's like I said, I could be one of the people that are listening to all the division or the call for everybody to, to make things right. And you need to speak up if you're white. And, I've experienced racism many times as a kid and as a grown up, but the thing I tell other people regarding white people, like white people in my life have done nothing but lift me up, help me move on into different places of my career and to make me a better person, and that's, getting deeper into race. But even within my own, because I'm Mexican, even within Mexicans, like the thing with Mexicans is they don't often like to see their own people doing well. You actually get mocked or kind of made fun of if you become successful.
Yep, I got a story for you. I have a story for you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's something that happens within our culture. So we have to fight against that within our own culture.
Yep,
I didn't know that.
But I haven't experienced that with white people, and we have come a long way. And the things places where I was mocked, you don't see it anymore. We've made tremendous strides, and I don't think that you can force change. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing everybody trying to force change on the populace. Post that black square or you're complicit. I didn't post a black square purposefully. I posted other posts to say that, I'm an autonomous person. I have my voice and I support black people. I don't have a racist bone in my body. Hispanics, every person of color. And I'm not going to go out and start saying all lives matter, because that's, at this point, by saying all lives matter, it's divisive. It is, because it's kind of against the Black Lives Matter, and I'm not for that, causing more division. But I don't like seeing, because we've seen it. I mean, you just need to study history when you try to enforce change by force. It's a dangerous place, and it's not going to stop on issues of race.
No.
It's going to continue on to whatever the thing of the day is. And it gets dangerous and dangerous the more that we take on that type of thinking, But, I mean, our country, we're made up of many different types of people. And even in a microcosm, Disneyland, that's what Disneyland is all about. It's this kind of multicultural... we're not like an impersonal, homogenous monolith, where we all group think and we're all the same in uniform. That's not who we are, and that's not even what Disneyland's about. So if they start going that way, they are going to redo Song of the South, and they will get rid of the little Mexican bird because it's a stereotype, the Jose bird, what I mean? And it doesn't stop there, it doesn't stop. And so everything and everything you love gets torn down, much like the statues and everything that's getting torn down across our country, So yeah, I'm not for any of this movement, but I am for people coming together, celebrating our differences, and the more that you put a spotlight on racism and try to highlight it and say that it's a big thing, the more that you're going to further racism. I agree with that.
Yeah, you amplify it.
Yep.
Yeah, you amplify it. So, but again, just to reiterate, I don't think force is going to do anything but cause more division.
Yep.
No, but and should we have the conversation? Sure.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep.
And
going back to that, I tell people all the time, when you look at me, you can think about, I hate to use the word, but I'm going to use it because a lot of people will identify I'm passing. I hate
Yeah.
using that word, but when I say that, people understand what I mean. It means that you look at me, you don't know I'm Hispanic. You don't. I'm 100%. There is no like white boy in me whatsoever. But when
Yeah.
you look at me, you're like, you're nothing but a white boy. You're nothing like a white guy. I got
Yeah.
called that growing up a lot. But going back to that, you're absolutely right. Unfortunately, in the Hispanic community, I will give you an example of what Jacob was talking about. Unfortunately, there are people in the Hispanic community that do not like it when you succeed at being Hispanic.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
They
okay.
will come after you and do their part to cut you down.
Oh, shit.
I've had that happen multiple times from people who are quote unquote my people who
Yeah.
should have been helping
Yep.
me out, and they
Yeah.
came after me. I had
Yeah.
one guy do it 3 months ago, come after me because he saw me. He came on. He thought I was a white guy, thought about nothing. I started running off and talking to him about the entire product in Spanish, and he did not like it.
Oh.
He
Yeah.
did not like it because I could run back and forth. I'm not only talking to the entire crew in Spanish who needed it, I'm going back and talking to all the guys in charge, and there's a mix of them there, and they're all speaking English, and I'm talking plans and planning and all that, and he got mad, and he has since then done everything to undercut me. It is sad reality. A lot of people don't understand that when you talk about race and you make it a blanket, you don't do anybody any favors. You, like Jacob was saying, he's had the white people around him has supported him, which means he's met good people. I'm around you good people, and you guys are white as the day is long.
Dude, I'm the whitest person.
You are, and it doesn't matter why.
Yeah.
Because you're a good guy, and that is why I get frustrated because you're looking for a divider. You're looking for a signifier. You're looking for an identification, and I'm like, why can't we just identify as good and bad? You know, if you're a jerk, you're a jerk. I don't care what you look like. If you're cool, then we're gonna hang out. I mean, Mark, Jess, you guys know the kind of people I hang out with. You know everybody. I care not.
Right.
And I'm a picky
Asshole.
Thank you. I am.
You're a pass holder.
I'm picky with people that I hang out with, and and I hang out with everybody. And now, even right now, me saying that right now, like, oh, you're trying to prove you're not right. I'm like, you see how you get into it. But anyway, my whole point of my whole diatribe there is to just encourage people that if we're gonna get past it, but the thing we need to do collectively is to stop finding things like this re-theme, these niche little nothing, and try to dig in on. Let it go. Move forward together. Have the conversation. Understand, okay, we get where it came from, but we're not there anymore. And then we move forward together.
Right.
Be
That's my whole
excellent to
thing.
each other.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent.
Hey, have you seen that trailer, by the way? The new one?
Yeah, yeah.
Bill and Ted, another movie.
Oh, yeah.
Face the music. But anyway, moving on. Yeah. So, I mean, I think, Jacob, you and I, we've talked a lot through, back and forth. And I kind of felt a kindred spirit with you on many, many things. And, and I like that. I like the fact that we, again, another good person through the Disney family, through Disney. Look at the people we meet, and we say it all the time, and we find people, good people. We can disagree or agree on many a topic, like my good friend Jules over there. We have had many a fervent discussion about social, political things, and we don't agree. And my brother, same thing. But at the end of the day, we find our common ground, and we move forward together. And so Disney is integral in a lot of people's lives to help move that forward.
Yeah.
So these kind of petitions, to me, do nothing but add a divisive nature.
Right.
to
Yeah, they're starting to reach into dangerous ground when they give into this type of thinking, because it goes against their nature of the vision of the company itself. So they need to tread carefully, and I'm sure, of course, they are.
Yeah. You know, in my opinion, I think they would be best suited to kind of go like, we recognize what you're saying, but we have eliminated, you know, we have taken that out and we've moved well past that, and nothing in that attraction harkens back to that day and age,
Right.
and we're moving forward. I think, and if somebody gets upset, I think it'll be, you know, a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of a percentage of a person will get mad at that, I think. I could be naive and wrong about that, but that is the way I feel.
Yeah.
Moving on to food, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
Oh, we've got one.
you gotta spend-
Oh, I just,
we got
I just
more.
want to just say one more thing about this because I didn't really say this, but you know, to me, this whole thing is fairly it's like full of nonsense because this won't stop here. As Jacob said, you're just going to keep going and going, and you can find, you know, you can be offended by anything. And in fact, we might do a show, a satire show of how we're offended by every possible thing.
Okay, Karen.
Yeah, right. But I mean, you know, you've got this, and then we had pirates, of course, and then I don't even know what's next. You know, is someone going to say they need to retheme, like, I don't know, Alice in Wonderland because they
Big
didn't
Thunder
want
Mountain?
No, it'll be the tiki room. It'll be the tiki room.
It would be coming for a tiki room, wouldn't it?
But
Yeah.
what about the hookah smoking caterpillar? They don't want their kids seeing that, right?
Yep.
You don't want Disney to promote drug use.
Excuse me, I'd
Yeah.
like to see the manager.
Yes, but yeah, I mean the tiki room.
Okay.
Actually, that's Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room.
Correction.
Okay. Yes. So I mean, to me, it's never going to make anyone. I mean, they're going to go on to the very next thing and very next
Yeah.
thing and very next thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I'm glad we all agree on that. Okay. So what's next? So now let's go to one-on-one with Jess.
Yay.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Welcome to 101 with Jess, where we see the magic of Disney through the eyes of a passionate guardian of Walt's legacy.
Welcome to this day in Disney history. My name is Jess. I'll be your tour guide today. Woody, leave the kitty alone. All right, so we are going to start with, actually, it's the only thing we're doing is this day in Disney history,
Oh, there can only be one thing.
brought to you by our one and only, actually today, Eric.
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 Oh, Eric from Fresno.
Eric, yes.
Hey, Eric.
He said to tell you guys hi and that he hopes that you guys are doing well.
Oh, we are doing well.
So,
I'm good.
I'm good.
I don't need to even say anything. I'm just going to let Mark tell me what this day in his Disney history is.
Oh, today is what we should have done the show on. Today's June 14th.
What year?
I mean, what year for the?
Uh-huh.
You better go 1959.
Of course.
That today was the day that the Matterhorn bobsleds first became iconic. So it was the day the monorail opened, and Submarine Voyage opened up as the park's first 3 e-ticket attractions. And it's been a game changer ever since. So today marks. I can't do the math. Is it 60? What is 49? No, sorry, 59.
59?
Is it?
That would be
61
40,
years.
61 years.
61 years today.
Here's it.
Yeah. What can I say more about it? We're gonna go into the Matterhorn at some point. But yeah, it says happy birthday today.
Exactly. So
61 years old.
you guys are on Facebook, but Bob Gurr posted something on Facebook.
Oh, I thought you
today.
were gonna say something else. Bob Gurr passed away. I would have
No,
been.
no, no,
I
no,
would
no.
what?
That'd be horrible. No, he
yeah.
posted something on Facebook today.
Oh, okay.
So he says, excuse me, because I haven't read it all the way through. The Matterhorn bobsleds opened on June 14th, 1959. It was the first roller coaster style attraction at Disneyland Park and the very first tubular steel coaster in the world. Disneyland, in the first 2 decades of the 21st century, opened 2 new lands. Radiator Springs debuted with several new attractions, and Galaxy's Edge opened with 1 modest new attraction. Way back in the 20th century, Walt Disney, who had opened Disneyland just 4 years prior, debuted the entire updated new Tomorrowland on June 14th of 1959. This futuristic land was the debut of 3 all-new attractions plus a completely redesigned Autopia, all in one day. Monorail, Matterhorn, Submarine, Autopia, all 4 new attractions welcomed guests during a live television broadcast nationwide. Walt invited his close friends, United States Vice President Richard Nixon, and his family to share the 1959 grand opening of the new Tomorrowland. Starting in March 1958, Walt asked me to begin designs for the Submarine, then to also start the track layout for the Matterhorn by midsummer. In late October 1958, Walt added the monorail project. I was already busy with the boat engineering for the updated motorboat cruise, and, oh yes, the all-new Autopia MKV car engineering had been an ongoing project throughout the year. Modern-day Disneyland guests constantly ask, how did we do that? Well, Walt thought nothing of asking his early Imagineers to do multiple projects at one time. We were used to it. The answer we gave still leaves them shaking their heads. It was easy. We had Walt Disney as our inspired leader. Bob Gurr, June 14th, 2020.
Awesome.
That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Did you hear the story from that day that he's told where he kidnapped the president?
No.
It's really good. So when they're doing the first ride, like the inauguration, the very first one, Walt was there with Nixon, and Bob Gurr was, the engineer, the guy that was operating it. And they asked him, I think Walt asked him, well, let's get this going. And I guess they didn't have enough time to talk with the Secret Service to get him to get in. So he ended up just hitting go, and they took off with no Secret Service. And, and they saw all the Secret Service kind of scrambling, like, what do we do? And they couldn't stop it. And so, they essentially kidnapped the president with no Secret Service.
Epic.
And they just went with it. Yeah.
I like it.
One of his great moments.
I love it.
Yeah.
You all right, Udi?
Yeah. Sorry. Oh,
It's
man.
the
That is good. Yep.
Yeah, he's awesome. I got to meet him a few last year ago. Or they had there was a show. They had an art gallery in Orange County in what is the city? I don't remember. Somewhere in Anaheim maybe. At a comic shop or by a comic shop, they had a Haunted Mansion art gallery, and I had one of my Haunted Mansion frame pieces there in that gallery. And Bob Gurr was there, and he was selling prints and like his attraction prints. And so I got to go up and meet him and bought one of his DVDs and his posters. But
Awesome.
and he's totally down to earth, and he loves telling his stories,
I would love to meet him.
Yeah.
Okay, so now thank you for sharing that, and happy birthday, Matterhorn.
Yes.
And happy birthday, Submarine Voyage and Skyway. No, Monorail.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's interesting, though, that they classify the Matterhorn as part of Tomorrowland back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right, now let's go to our feature presentation because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And now for our feature presentation.
All right, here we are talking about food. We're moving on to Fantasyland, and we are going to let Udi do the driving here. The very first thing we come to is Edelweiss Snacks coming from Tomorrowland, coming around the Matterhorn.
The Matterhorn, and you're going to run across, and the only thing we're going to find there are what, Jess?
Turkey legs,
And,
chimichangas,
and,
corn on the cob,
and,
Lay's potato chips,
and,
Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
okay.
Holy cow. How'd you know all that?
I used to work there. That was my land.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
But wait a minute. There's.
That's all I got, though. I don't remember anything else.
Well, no, you have
Did they
that.
get tahini?
No.
I think got Doritos, Cheetos.
The normal kind of,
Snacks.
snacky snacks. Yeah.
It's okay, Mark.
Yep. And then the frozen slush, that is one that I haven't had in a very long time.
I've never had that. I've never even stopped at this place.
No,
before.
I haven't either.
I've had a chimichanga on my lunch break.
Okay. What about you, Jacob? Ever roll in on that one?
In Fantasyland?
Yeah, the one coming
No,
in.
I got packets of mayonnaise from one of the restaurants because I brought in my own food.
There you go.
That's it. Actually, I think I had a turkey leg.
I've never had one before.
Yeah.
No, I don't want any of that stuff.
None of that.
No.
Okay.
I don't do that.
No, I the turkey leg I will never do. I can't do it. I watch people like macking on it. I'm like, no, I can't.
Macking
on it. Yeah.
Macking on a turkey leg.
Yeah.
Macking on.
That is basically what you're doing.
That's what it looks like, right?
I know.
Yep. Oh man, can't do it. Won't do it. Okay, then we come around and then you're gonna run to a churro cart right there. Small World Promenade.
Mediocre.
Yeah, and all they have is churro and sodas. Pretty much like the other one right across from Haunted, but
Yeah, I think Annika's gotten a churro there, but it's nothing more
I
than
won't get a
running.
churro there
why?
because I don't get churros there.
Okay.
I get churros from one place and one place only.
Okay.
Costco.
Fair.
Costco.
What about the barbecue restaurant? The one they took out wasn't Fantasyland, right?
No.
No.
It was close to it.
Frontierland.
Okay, yeah. Doesn't count.
Sore subject with Jess, so.
Very.
Yeah.
That hurts.
So
Okay.
I did eat there though.
Oh,
heck
that
yeah.
place was
so
great.
good. You're good there,
there-
Udi. You're
there's
good there.
a spot right up
There's
there.
right there. Yep, the tavern.
The tavern.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go down now, and we're gonna go all the way to
Fantasy Fair, or not Fantasy
No.
Fair.
The Fantasyland Theater.
Fantasyland Theater.
right, and then there. Come on, bring it up.
Yep.
The Troubadour Tavern.
Correct.
Now, they have some odd things there.
I have
Very.
never been there
We have.
ever.
Well, check out this menu, and what is it?
Boom. Oh my gosh, it looks so. Oh my god, that baked potato though.
Wow. Okay. They have a bratwurst sausage, which I'm not a brats guy. A brat.
I need a brat.
You're a brat.
Yeah, I know.
I know you eat.
So
brat.
it's got a
I think
bratwurst
I've watched you eat a
sausage
brat.
and a garlic and herb brioche with. Yeah, I want that.
That looks good, and look at the price.
$9.29.
I'm very surprised by that.
That's excellent value for money.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the third item down at the bottom. So
One,
can
two,
we just
three.
get to that, please?
Hold on. Bacon and sour cream.
Stuffed.
So baked potato.
Which joint are you guys talking about? Which place?
The
Troubadour Tavern.
Troubadour Tavern.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
right outside the Fantasyland Theater.
I would get that.
Yes.
And then, oh my, dude, why have I not been here yet? Okay,
I know why you haven't been there because you won't go
You
anywhere.
won't go.
because
You
that's
won't
his
go
rancho.
anywhere. You won't even
That's
go
why you
close
haven't been
to
there.
anywhere.
Fair.
Toontown.
All right, enough. I have spoken.
I told
Anyway.
you the third one. Look at that.
Okay,
Oh,
the
it looks so-
the broccoli and cheese stuffed baked potato.
For $7.49, I will take 4.
Is it a big one, like a big
I
potato?
don't know. I've never eaten there.
Yes. Oh, it is. It is.
Okay.
Yep.
And then here
What comes
is
with it though? Tender, creamy cheese sauce. Okay, frick, yes,
And
dude.
it says the florets are tender, which is good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like a tender floret.
Yeah.
If my florets aren't tender,
Yeah. If they're
I'm going to City
if
Hall.
they're-
You're like,
if-
oh no.
I am going to City Hall.
I would like-
This is a really good.
If those are-
I
setup
would like
have right here,
to
by the way.
speak
I'm
to
very
the
happy.
manager. My florets weren't tender.
Listen,
way too stiff.
I am a Karen.
I know you are. I know you are.
When it comes to the florets.
Oh, only florets though.
Yeah.
That is where my Karen comes out. And let
Yeah.
me tell you, my Karen, she's
Oh my god.
she's rough.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. I've been around it.
Yeah.
But look at the next one too.
All right. Here I'm
Yes.
I'm about that one.
Oh
Yeah. The
my
barbecue chicken stuffed baked potato.
Why have we not eaten here?
Because Udi won't let you.
No.
I didn't know it. I didn't know it existed. This is
There
the
we
first
go.
time I'm hearing about
There
it.
we go.
Seriously? Oh, you haven't seen this place?
Well, Shannon,
Okay,
No.
so it's right up on the hill next to the bathroom.
Mickey and the Magical Map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going
In that corner.
So
Yeah,
there's a
I
bathroom.
thought nothing was up there. Is that program still running,
Oh
or was it
yeah,
running? The
I
magical.
take Shannon
I've never
there
even seen
every
the
time.
magical map
Well, you
program.
have to. You have to.
Wow,
It's
something
so
new to
good.
see.
It's so good.
Yep.
If you're me and Shannon.
And yeah. And then you have the ever for barbecue turkey leg.
But it's barbecue. It's
Yeah.
not just a turkey.
It would be
leg.
different. Yeah.
Wonderful.
But let's talk about that right there.
The jumbo pretzel
Yeah.
or the one down with.
No.
Okay.
No, I was being sarcastic.
I know.
But you talk about price. $9.49 for a pretzel.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you want $10.49 for a pretzel and cheese when
Jumbo.
I can get a baked potato for $7.49.
That's
Right.
like
Let's
that's
talk about
Thank
that.
you.
that's like $3 less.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to go here.
So do
Yeah.
I. This is where we're going to do our next recording.
Yeah, they've got. Oh, look at this! Enchanted cherry apple lemonade.
I would drink that
Oh
because
my, yeah.
that's what I. Ooh, with whipped cream.
What?
Done.
Okay.
All right, so we're going on July 17th, right?
They've got decaffeinated coffee too.
Yep.
Oh,
Coffee, cocoa,
I do
all
know
that. Water.
Oh, wait a minute! What is all
Gluten and
this?
wheat-friendly bacon and sour cream stuffed baked potato.
What?
Gluten and wheat algae broccoli. Oh, it's for the gluten friends that we have in this life.
Okay, so here's like a. What, Udi?
Udi's gluten free.
You are?
Or low. Low gluten. Very
Really?
low.
I didn't know
Yep.
that. Okay. The one thing I can say about this is, more often than not, this restaurant or this snack counter is closed. I've
I see it open all the time.
all the time.
Well, whenever we see Mickey and the Magic Map,
Okay, maybe they have it only running during then.
well, it would make sense because people aren't going to walk up there just to walk up there.
It's a bit hidden.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
I don't think it's open at night. I've been over there twice. That's why I didn't know about
Well,
it. And
they're going to close.
We've hung out there.
They're going to
Oh.
close before Pyro and not reopen because for them to close and then to reopen once the fire marshal gives them the go, it wouldn't be worth
yep.
it.
But people need their potatoes after the fireworks.
Yeah, I need my carbs to keep up.
That's right.
They have egg allergy friendly too.
Yeah, that's good for nobody.
Okay.
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 I'm just
I mean, okay.
I'm being a butt.
They also have a fish,
milk allergy.
a fish-free barbecue turkey leg, which is good, which is always
I'm
important.
confused.
Okay, what are you confused about?
Is the regular turkey leg not
It's got
not fish friendly?
or shellfish. Yeah, I don't know.
Shellfish in your turkey leg.
Yeah, don't ask me.
Well, no, I am.
Okay,
'Cause I
yeah.
don't know what's
Yeah, I
going
don't
on.
I don't know. Oh, okay. Right now, the way I'm reading it, if you have an allergy of any kind, they're gonna have you covered because they
have
have
a-
milk in here,
I have a
peanut,
cat allergy.
soy. Okay, all right. Yeah. So okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Ooh. No,
But
it has to be
anyway,
a gin and
that
tonic
we
Oh,
are
it's
gonna
a
go
gin
there.
tonic.
We are gonna go there.
with 2 limes.
Okay, so sorry, we got a little sidetracked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the Troubadour Tavern.
Correct.
And it's currently closed.
Okay, and then we go in that corner. We're gonna work our way back and around.
Well, what is that thing? Oh, popcorn.
Popcorn. So for everybody, we've kind of gone down, and then we're now gonna kind of do
By
a loop.
Udi's favorite attraction. You all
yeah.
know where it is.
Yeah.
So we're coming out of Fantasyland Theater. We're going to turn right.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
And then we're gonna, and then popcorn. Do I need to go
No.
in depth about
Can you
popcorn?
tell me what kind of popcorn they have?
Popcorn and popcorn. Okay, popcorn.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what the Roshi Toast is for that guy.
Oh, I don't know.
For Fantasy, is it a clown or
I
something?
think it's a clown.
Yeah, I think it is a clown. Okay.
But you know, there's 2 carts there, and there's only one there shown. So when you're walking, because people can clearly see what we're looking at.
Yeah.
When you're walking down, so you've got this, Udi, you're going to the next one, right? Where are you going next?
Next to Fantasyland Gifts.
Right there. So you've got, okay, so that's the pretzel. But, okay, you can hit that. But when you get down to the one that's right below.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. It just looks so much further spaced out on this app.
Ooh, a lemonade stall.
No, okay, so those are the 2. Never mind. I retract my statement.
Okay. Thank you for interjecting
I'm sorry, but I retracted.
with pointless. Okay.
So the
You are-
pretzel.
Okay, we're gonna go to the small world of pretzel.
Oh. This looks good.
A
Okay.
cinnamon pretzel.
So there we are. Yeah. Go ahead, Jess. Go ahead.
No. I'm very happy.
Okay, so we have here at a pretzel cart, believe it or not, pretzels. We have a cinnamon pretzel, and then a cinnamon with cream cheese. Yes, yeah.
That right there makes me be
Okay.
able to sit in front of Small World and watch fireworks because I have access to a pretzel with cream cheese inside
Yep.
of it.
A cinnamon one.
That's not Coke Corner, and I can be okay with that. And
Oh well, look at that.
I'm happy.
Okay, and then we have the ever popular Mickey Mouse pretzel, and then with cheese, and then your soda and water.
Wow,
Yep, there you go.
Okay. This is all news to me.
it's crazy. Oh, this one's closed.
Lemonade at Small World Promenade. Oh, look at that. So we're looking at a
Pretty.
picture with different colored lemonades. One's got look like a cherry in it. Oh yeah.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
all it is.
Yeah,
You're right,
you
Mark.
get frozen lemonade, which I have not gotten I haven't gotten one in a very long time.
I get the frozen apple juice, and we'll talk about
I
that.
love
when
that.
We're around
I
the
love
corner.
that. Oh yeah, we'll get there. But they have it with a flavor shot of cherry or raspberry available. Coffee,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
hot cocoa.
Thank you, Jules, for bringing me this refreshing drink here.
Yep. Jacob, any of that strike your fancy?
No, I don't really do the pretzels.
Okay,
I
we need
don't-
to talk about
I don't do
that.
popcorn.
I don't either.
I don't know. I don't do any of that. I like
is
sitting
that?
down and eating proper meals.
What is that next one over to the right across from the lemonade? Oh, we got churros.
We did that one. Already.
That's
And then what about right there, the Le Petit
the
Chalet
gift.
gifts?
That's the hat store.
They sell. Okay, gotcha.
That's
All right.
the hat store.
So wait a minute. Jacob does not do Oh, you don't do snacks at the park at all, or in Fantasyland?
No, I mean I will, just not those particular, not pretzels and not popcorn. I
Understood.
don't like popcorn.
What?
But in general, yeah, I'm not.
I don't like popcorn
guy.
either, but I'll
Yeah.
eat it in Disneyland because I
I
like
got
that
burnt out.
saltiness.
Oh,
I got
Yeah.
burnt out. I would eat popcorn every time I went to a theater, no matter what.
I don't even like when my kids want to buy those popcorn buckets. You know,
oh yeah.
I'm a grumpy old man when it comes to that. Because you're gonna like it for 2 weeks and then I don't want my money.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh man. And then we don't have very much until.
So where are
I
we
was going to
going?
say, don't stop there because you've got a ways to go.
So we're going into the heart of Fantasyland.
Yeah,
now.
we're okay. So to acclimate everybody to where we are now, we've gone from basically the small world end, and we have to go all the way to the other side of Fantasyland before we run into any other real food. And there isn't really much, and hasn't been very much over here in a very, 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 very long time. We're gonna go to
the churros.
the churro near Casey Jr. Now, does anybody get one there?
Annika does. Jules does.
Okay, and what do you get when you go, Jules? What churro?
I get a churro. It's not always,
Yeah.
but like, if I haven't had breakfast or something else, or if it's like a late afternoon, I'll get a churro and a water or a Coke. But if I'm in the mood when I walk by,
Yeah.
Got, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I know Anka's gotten one there.
It's not a destination. It's not like the haunted one or anything like that, but it's there.
Yeah. No, I know there's like plus you can get frozen soda or frozen juices.
Well, okay, yeah.
Oh.
That is where we go.
The fruit cart.
I'll get a
Oh.
churro anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know the talk about one better or where to get one kind or another kind. I don't get into the whole churro debate either, but yeah, there are a lot of people who are very passionate about their churro.
Yes, one spot and one spot. I will not get a churro. I will never buy a churro through a DCA. If it was free, I wouldn't eat it.
There you go.
I know, I'm weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
So now we're gonna move on over
Wait,
to.
you forgot my Minute Maid frozen apple juice. This is the cart, man.
It is. This is
This
the cart.
is the cart.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I know.
Are you going off the Disneyland map?
Yes.
Yes, the app.
Oh, the app. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the website.
Oh, there
Probably
you go.
looks the same.
Oh, that's where we were, but it
We
wasn't
were,
working.
but it didn't work the same way on the iPad as it does on the
Yeah,
phone.
on the app.
Yeah.
A lot more streamlined, much easier to navigate.
Okay.
Same iOS. I don't
yeah.
know. Anyways.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but yeah. But anyway, so right here where we are at the Fantasyland fruit cart. Now, here, I haven't gotten one either in a very long time, and I'm kind of mad that I haven't.
What's that?
The frozen apple juice.
Oh, it's good.
It is
Oh,
great.
It
Yep.
is phenomenal.
Yeah. I would hop between that and the frozen lemonade on a number of occasions. I've been known on a day getting one of each on a same day visit. Like, I'm walking by, I'm like, ooh, grab one. Coming by a few hours later, ooh, grab another one. Yeah.
Yep. I posted a picture on Instagram of me holding a frozen lemonade with a shot of cherry. I got one of those, and then we got an apple juice from my other daughters, and we kind of, as Jess would say, we did a swippy swap.
A swippy swap.
Yeah.
That's a swippy swap.
Yeah, that's how
If
we
you
do
put
it.
like a shot of vodka in that apple juice. Ooh, you
buddy.
in good shape.
You would
I-
never,
I-
you would never sneak alcohol into the Magic
No,
Kingdom.
never.
Okay.
No, never.
Yep.
But I would sneak a frozen apple juice out of the park to
Yep.
a liquor store and dump it in there.
Yep.
Oh, Jess, you're giving listeners bad advice.
That's the best advice you'll hear all night.
Okay, you want to know something funny? Like
Yes.
in my mind, I see her going to that cart, buying it, and then like turn around, making a beeline right out of the park, as quick as
Because
your
it
little
has to stay
size
frozen.
foot 3
Yeah, my little midget feet,
can
my little baby feet.
make you move.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Oh man,
You're right. It's accurate.
and then making a beeline like, I need vodka. But anyway, the other thing you can get there would be fruit, pickle, chips,
pickles.
the little cheese snacks, kind of very reminiscent to that one that is on Main Street as you're going through right outside the coffee place, the Starbucks.
Do they sell frozen lemonade there too? with
No,
the
they
shot
do
and
not.
stuff?
They do
Oh,
not.
I didn't think they did.
No.
Okay.
I don't know if they do the frozen apple juice anywhere else, Jess.
No.
They don't,
No,
right?
I have
Okay.
not seen it. I haven't
haven't
personally
either.
seen it anywhere else.
I mean,
I-
outside of Fantasyland?
Yeah.
In this one cart.
Yeah. That one card, I
Because it
think.
kind of fits. It's like a poison apple. It's not a poison apple, but it's like a poison apple.
Yeah.
So it's fitting.
Yep. And then moving on to the real only, I would think, sit down there. Has gone by many names, has been renamed how many times, Mark?
Several.
I don't know how many times, but now it is now called the Red Rose Tavern.
Used to be the Village House.
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
What?
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that the theming in there I love. I love it in there. When you go in there, I mean, I can hang out there for a while. I mean,
And we did.
and we did, and then I would do that when it was Village House. I loved where it sits. I would be outside, kind of hanging out. Now with the theming,
No, you're inside.
oh yeah, I go in and I will find a corner if I can and hang out there for as long as I can. I love it in there. But anyway, they actually one of the places in the park that offer breakfast.
Yeah.
Which I have yet to go to, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
Are you a breakfast eater in the park, Jacob?
Yeah, we went when we used to go early. We stopped at the place, not in the park, but the one outside the La Brea Bakery.
Yeah. Yep.
I love that place. That's usually that's our breakfast spot.
Well, we will be going to that Downtown Disney in a future episode, but I have not had a breakfast there, but I want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, next time you all are down, make sure to have one of your meals outside of the park.
Okay.
So I can meet up with you.
There you go.
Because
Okay.
you guys usually show up on weekends, and I've always been blocked out, so
Oh, you
that's
mean-
why we haven't met up. You know?
So you mean at like Downtown Disney or like a Harbor or something?
Like
yeah,
that
downtown
Trader Sam's.
Disney.
Okay.
One of those spots, Trader Sam's. Yeah, Trader Sam's is awesome.
Absolutely, we'll do that. Love that.
Done and done. Yeah, we will do that.
And bring more of your, LTP crowd.
Right?
Wow.
Our people.
Well, we do
The
travel
people.
with a big crowd.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a collection of people.
Man,
Yep.
I love it for people that just join. They're like, who are these people?
Yep.
Like, really? Who are these people?
You're like a battalion of police.
Oh, Lord.
Okay,
Right,
so
they know.
breakfast. Are we going to that?
Are we done?
Yeah.
Are we done?
So
being
go to
saying
the
how
lunch
great
and
you
dinner.
are. Okay.
Go to lunch and dinner.
Okay. The Beast Breakfast Burger. No real description.
No, it just says it's a breakfast burger.
Which,
Okay.
Which I'm gonna guess probably has your burger patty, an
Cheese.
egg, maybe a
Bacon,
bacon,
cheese.
potato. Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
Then you have the garden vegetable hash. No, I'm good. Yeah, no, thank you. The breakfast platter. Your traditional scrambled egg, potato, bacon.
Yeah,
Yep.
petite croissant.
Oh yeah,
It's petite.
le petit.
Petite.
Ooh, hello.
Stuffed fresh toast.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
stuffed
what is this
Gross.
gem?
orange marmalade cream cheese stuffed French
Gross.
toast with berry compote.
Uh-huh.
Mark, yeah,
I would try it.
Gross.
I'm in.
You guys are
Would
disgusting.
you eat that, Jacob?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Ew, you guys
Yeah.
are nuts.
It's not mint ice cream stuffed.
I know. Come on.
It might as well be. It's an orange cream cheese.
Come on.
Sorry.
Well, it's got to be good. Right?
Yeah.
Does
Have
it,
you
does
ever
it have to be good?
have you ever had orange marmalade and cream cheese together?
No,
I
know.
would
I
not-
have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
I haven't. I will not eat an orange marmalade because I do not like orange.
No, you don't like oranges?
No, I like oranges. I don't like
Weirdo.
flavored orange. I'll drink a Fanta or a Fanta.
No. But marmalade is made from orange.
Is it a jelly or
Yeah.
a jam?
Ew, it's like it is that. It's
Yeah.
got that consistency,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm gonna stick with the beast breakfast
Would you try a
burger.
bite?
Okay.
though? Would you try a bite?
No, but I'll smell it.
No, I would make
You
you.
would smell it?
I'll smell it.
I would make you.
No.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay, then we have the ever popular Mickey shaped pancake.
Right.
And then
This
here we
is
go.
not breakfast.
No, I don't know what this is.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, it goes straight to dessert.
Yeah.
That's like a
Okay, hold on.
pastry. is
We
what
can move
they're
on. Okay,
naming
we'll
it.
move on from that because yeah.
it's gotten off the.
Then you have then I mean for all intents that is everything for breakfast, and now we're gonna move
burger.
on over to lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
We have the Beast Forbidden Pastrami Burger. Holy crap!
That name is ridiculous.
Wow.
I don't like it.
You probably have to whisper it as you order.
I
it.
know,
think
right?
you should because it's embarrassing to have to say it out loud.
It's the forbidden burger.
It's the forbidden burger.
Oh man, yeah, and
$16.49.
yeah, that is a lot of money. What do you get?
Wow,
You get
almost $20 for a burger.
for a burger.
It doesn't even.
Oh, it's got but the pastrami's uncured. That's why it makes. No, I'm joking. That's
You know what it
ridiculous.
is, Mark?
What?
It's
It's
Wagyu.
the sliced pickle that does it.
Oh, you're right. You're
That's
absolutely right.
why it's $6.49. It's the sliced pickle.
If it was a whole pickle, it'd be
Oh,
about
different. Yeah,
$11.49.
yeah.
This is why you guys don't give me 4 beverages before we start
No.
recording.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
So when I'm not getting that.
Yeah, we have yeah.
But what is?
Hold on,
can
hold
you
on,
please?
hold on.
I want the last 2 words.
Skewered accompaniment?
Yes. What is it?
I have no idea.
But that's what it comes with. So is it a surprise, and that's why it's so
It's an
expensive?
olive or something, right?
Oh, I'm being
I don't
serious. A skewered accompaniment.
Okay,
what
so
the hell is that?
the description of this pastrami burger.
Can
and,
you read it? Yeah.
1/3 pound Angus beef patty, uncured wagyu
Yeah.
wagyu pastrami,
Pastrami.
Swiss American cheese, sliced pickle, and spicy mustard spread on a toasted roll with a skewered accompaniment.
It sounds fantastic, and I would pay $16.49 for it. I really would because that sounds really, really good. And it's their burgers and sandwiches are usually decent size.
Well, I'll tell you right
But
now.
it's the skewered accompaniment that I'm like, what is it? 3 fries on a skewer, or are
Fries
we
and apples.
Right?
Yeah, no.
Exactly. Or are we looking at like a veggie, like a, something from like, oh my gosh, my brain just stopped.
I don't know.
I don't
Place
know.
that I don't eat, Bengal barbecue.
Oh.
Like
Oh.
a skewered
We're-
idea of
we're gonna
something like
get there.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'll tell you.
This is a new menu since last time we were there because we ate there. This is new.
I'll tell you though that for $16.49, there is no way Jacob is buying this thing. If he is not buying a popcorn bucket, he's not buying this thing for $16.49.
No, there's no way.
Jacob, what do you say about this forbidden pastrami burger?
No way. No way.
What if your wife says, Jacob, I need the forbidden pastrami burger?
I had a bad statement. I'm not even going there.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I don't know.
The only time I pay for overpriced food, and I do this often, is at
Disneyland.
Blue Bayou. That's
Yes.
it. Anywhere else? No, it's got to be worth it.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe I'm just an uncultured swine, and I don't know what
That was a very good
skewered
statement. I liked it.
a skewered accompaniment is served with Palms frites.
There you go.
Mom's frights. I like it.
Palms frites. Awesome Palms frites.
That was hilarious.
Okay. Then we have your good old fashioned cheeseburger.
With Palms frites.
Yeah, with palm.
Yep.
And
But
then,
it's funny because the next one has French fries.
yeah, then you have the enchanted cauliflower sandwich.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Sign me up. I'll take 5.
What?
I'm joking.
No.
I
But
hate
I'm like,
cauliflower.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what is in that.
Well, apparently it's cauliflower.
Well, yeah, but what?
Skewer life.
It's magic cauliflower because it says it's enchanted.
Oh.
So it's magic, right?
Apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
Move along from that ridiculous menu item.
Okay. Slow
off
cooked
track.
beef poutine.
Yes.
Excuse me?
That's basically it's in a bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then actually, when you hear poutine, I've never when I first ever heard the word poutine, I'm like,
Did you find it offensive?
No, like if
like what'd you call me?
Yeah.
It's
Call me a
gross.
beef
It's
poutine.
gross, but it actually is good. Slow cooked beef and gravy over fries, pickled onions, and cheese curds.
I'd eat it.
Yep.
You had me at pickled onions.
Yeah, when you
I don't
read
care
it,
what else it
when
is.
you read it and you know what a poutine is, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, I would eat that. I have eaten a poutine, and then you're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they had variants of that at the Food and Wine Expo a couple years ago. When I
Okay.
tried one, and it was really good. It's
But would you eat Palms frites?
That's accurate.
that's a little bit above my pay grade. That's
Pomme frite.
pomme
French.
frite. Yes,
Well, that I know I am not pronouncing poutine correctly.
it's fine. We know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Next one.
Next one is the. Okay.
Hey,
Chick-
wait, hold on.
wait.
Going back to our earlier discussion, these are the next things that are going to get access. to
Oh,
Disneyland
yep.
Because they're appropriating French culture
Yep.
by the naming of these
Thank you.
foods.
Oh, dude, you are
Just
you
a
were
heads
on
up.
it. You were on
Gosh,
it.
I like it.
So that means these are like a limited time menu.
I know,
like
man.
limited time magic.
Get them
Gotta
now. Get them
Get it
now.
while you can.
Yep.
Oh my
Heck
god.
yes.
You know you laugh to keep from crying at moments, but
I
anyway.
know. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Chicken,
What's the next item?
Yeah, chicken sandwich a la lumiere.
Excuse me?
Yep.
A la lumiere.
Okay.
Grilled chicken breast and apple slaw. Served
Oh,
with
man, that sounds good.
French fries or sliced apple.
I'd get that too.
Wait, the one that on my menu it says onion bacon jam. I don't know what that is, but it sounds good.
Onion bacon jam.
It says onion dash bacon jam on the Disneyland website.
Oh,
For the
You know,
sandwich?
that would be good.
Yeah, for the chicken sandwich a la Lumiere,
That-
it says grilled chicken breast, apple slaw, onion bacon jam, and fried cherry peppers
Ooh.
on a toasted
Done.
roll.
Yep.
Done.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. I agree. That would be really good.
And it's priced just right.
Yep.
How much is it for you?
$11.79.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit too expensive. Not $17
Yeah.
expensive.
On the
It's-
border. On
it's on
line.
the
Yeah,
border.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I bet. But
Chicken
that,
sandwich is in my mind, is like an $8 to $10 item.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not
Fair.
too far off.
interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to the boring end of it.
Oh no,
okay.
this is good. I like
Yeah.
this.
Okay. The chef chopped salad. Wah, wah.
Yeah, and then whatever, and then you get one with chicken
grilled
for
chicken.
$1 more. That's
So
not bad.
we all know what a salad is. So there you go.
This is the chef salad.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
This is
at all.
But this is what the chef at the Red Rose Tavern recommends. This is his special concoction.
Yeah.
Because-
Which is like every other chef salad, but that's fine.
Uh-huh.
Then
Here we go.
We ate this, didn't we? The garden mozzarella flatbread.
Yeah, I've had the series. Those flatbreads are good.
The flatbreads are great.
We did, didn't we? We had
two
that,
of them.
and then we had the pepperoni. Yeah.
This is the infamous place where they had the fire-breathing dragon pizza.
Oh,
And
don't let 13 know.
It has
about
not come back.
Oh, and it won't.
Yeah.
It's much too scary.
Yep.
So and so spicy.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
So
Yeah, but and those are a good size. I
Oh,
think
no, yeah. One
for-
per, you can
yeah.
2 people.
Yeah.
And you'd be fine.
I mean, we had 2 of them for 3.
For 3 people.
Yeah, and then we were kind of all like tapping out.
We didn't
is that your
eat it.
meal or like a snack?
No,
No, a meal.
It was,
You can eat it. Yeah.
I need to see this again.
Yeah.
This is this. Okay, I
They're
don't believe
pretty
that.
big.
Okay, all right. So they got a garden mozzarella flatbread and a pepperoni flatbread for $10.
Yeah, and we had both of them. They were both really good.
I love the description for the pepperoni flatbread.
Yeah, pepperoni flatbread.
pepperoni flatbread.
Is there a different description on the website for the pepperoni flatbread?
Yeah. It says artisanal pepperoni, so that
Oh,
makes
okay.
it.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, I love
That's the hook to get you to make it
Yeah.
you think it tastes better.
that. It's something
And,
fancy.
they have pizza-iola sauce. This is
Whoa.
classic pizza-iola sauce. I don't know what
Which
that
means
is.
it's marinara.
Or if you're,
It's just marinara.
if you're Italian, gravy. If you're Italian,
It's
you call it
ragu
gravy.
sauce.
It's gravy.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have your chicken breast nuggets.
Sure.
Hey, look what are those served with?
Palm
frites.
Palma frites.
And then look at that. You have French fries and, as aforementioned, palm frites.
This menu's pretty extended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotten bigger and bigger as you move along.
That's what she said.
Thank you. Okay.
You guys.
We literally paused and pointed at Jess.
Because
waiting
I was
for-
going to
I
say it,
know.
and then I thought I probably should put those limes in there.
Oh, well, okay, I'm putting limes in here.
It's not a garnish. Well, I mean, it is a garnish. But
This is in a sort of garnish. What's that thing?
I don't know.
What were we talking about up there?
Skewer.
A skewer. A skewered accompaniment.
That's your skewered accompaniment right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's $16.49 for your one beverage.
Okay.
Don't forget to tip
And
your
then,
server.
we're pretty much there. And then they have a kids meal.
I'm going to get into that.
Yeah, which will be a turkey sandwich,
Ooh, a
power
kids
pack.
cheese pizza.
Yep.
Served with 2 sides and a choice of small beverage for $7.
Yep.
I can be 12.
Yeah, and you looked well.
Yeah, I do.
Yep, hamburger, chicken breast nugget, and then they even have a toddler meal. Huh, okay.
I
All the
don't
way
think
down,
I
yeah.
can get away with that, though.
No, you can't. Macaroni, and then the gray stuff. I have
It's
yet.
delicious.
I know. I've heard. I haven't tried it.
If I don't believe you, you'd have to ask.
I would,
Yeah,
I would try it.
Okay.
I would. Have you
Believe
tried it?
me, ask
Has
the
anybody
dishes.
tried it? Has anybody tried it?
No.
I haven't.
Nope.
But I would because of the red velvet cake alone. I love red velvet.
All right,
It's my favorite cake.
we're going.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the Rice Krispie treat, basically, and then your assorted beverages. And that will round out.
They have my milk there.
What's your milk?
Low fat.
Okay.
$1.99.
Okay.
Cheapest drink you'll find in Disneyland.
Yep.
Cheaper than water.
It is cheaper than water. That's
Yep.
what. That is strange.
But there we go. That rounds out the
For
food.
Tomorrowland.
The food for.
I'm sorry, Fantasyland.
For Fantasyland.
Not quite. We still have to go to Fantasy Fair. Isn't that Fantasyland? It's not Main Street.
Yeah, we should probably just put it with this.
Okay, Fantasy. It's right outside the castle. There you go.
To the right side, Udi.
I know. I'm right here.
There's something there. Though. That's what those twists are. Why I'm going there.
Right there, yep.
Okay.
Maurice's.
And then
Maurice's.
Maurice's treats. Okay. One more. Apologies. Okay. Okay. There they have the cheddar garlic bagel twist.
Yes.
And you can add.
It's good. It is.
You
really
can
good.
add the gravy dipping sauce or the marinara, whatever their specialty sandwich is. Anybody?
I have
Anybody?
no idea what that is.
Is there
It's a
anything on the
surprise.
website about that? Jacob?
No, I'm not seeing it.
Weird. And then Maurice's Pieces.
Yep, I've had those.
Are they any good?
They're donut holes.
Okay. Well, there you go.
There's nothing crazy about them.
Oh, churro gears.
Donuts tossed in cinnamon sugar. I've never had that.
Cogsworth cake. Anybody?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Chocolate twist. Never.
But you get 2 of them. Whatever that is.
Okay. Peanut butter and jelly slush.
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
What is that?
Disgusting.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it
wonder if
sounds
they
disgusting.
I
It
wonder
sounds foul.
if they use chunky or creamy peanut butter, would it make a difference?
Oh, it would make a huge difference. I hope they use creamy.
Hey, look.
Hold on for a second. Pause. For a sec. Are you saying you like only creamy peanut butter? You don't like that chunky peanut butter?
Hell no. It's disgusting.
Jacob, do you like chunky or creamy?
Yeah, either. But I'm not gonna eat it in a slush. What is that?
Yeah, exactly.
And if it's chunky, would it in a cold state? Wouldn't it just like be frozen?
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Then look at that apple freeze.
I've had that.
Is that
different.
frozen?
It's
App-
poison. Poison.
And then you can get that in a souvenir mug. There you go.
Oh,
I wonder if you can get that at Knott's Berry Farm. The
poison.
That's the Knott's
Boysenberry?
Berry. Yeah, that's the
What is it? What's poison?
that is the Knott's Berry Farm berry.
It smells like purple.
It's purple. It's purple berry. Well, that is gonna wrap up
My land.
Fantasyland. There's no tips or tricks for that,
No.
except
There is. Don't eat there.
No, you know what? I think it's got a lot of good options for kids.
No,
Yeah.
it's great options for children.
Yep.
And for the kids that spend most of their time there, it's
Yep.
perfect.
Yeah.
So I think the highlights for me are going to be the Troubadour Tavern with the baked potatoes.
Oh, I'm going.
Yes.
Going.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Woody? You got a choking.
Wrong pipe.
Wrong pipe. Wow, two of you.
Okay. Whew. Yeah.
I will
no,
definitely
I'm
be
with
there.
you on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also curious about the flatbread pizzas again because I remember getting them at the Village House, so I need to correct myself. I don't think I've had them at the Red Rose Tavern. I know I've had them at the Village House, and I don't remember them being overwhelmingly big. Really that big? He says they're about a foot long.
For what?
The pizzas?
Oh no, they're huge. They're huge. Yeah.
Okay, then I am down. I love flatbread pizzas. So, but it's a great place for kids. And as Udi said, going into Red Rose Tavern on a hot day or even when it's inclement weather, it's nice to go inside because the decor is nice in there. It's loud. So if we're doing a podcast or want to make a phone call, not the best place. We've tried that. But it's a great place to go and relax in there. And
I have a little suggestion. If you have any of you ever been to a restaurant in Southern California called Northwoods Inn?
No.
Oh, you know what? I was just talking to my mom about that place because as we leave down I-5, I see it on the right-hand side. It looks like an old ski chalet or something, right?
Yeah. So it's like a mountain, kind of like tavern. It's kind of, because we're speaking about the Red Rose Tavern, it's got a kind of like a mountain tavern or a mountain chalet kind of feel. And the whole restaurant's covered in snow. It's like it's an early thematic kind of restaurant from, I guess, the 50s or the 60s.
Yeah.
But they're still open, but it's definitely worth, if you're ever in Southern California or visiting Disneyland, making the drive. The closest one is in La Mirada, so that's really close to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
But it has that experience. They have dim lighting inside. You feel like you're up in the mountains somewhere. But in the same way that the Red Rose Tavern it puts you in this environment,
Sure.
Because of the theming, it's done well.
Yeah. I happened to look at the menu at that place. It looks great.
It is. It's really good. And they serve you peanuts, and everybody throws the peanut shells on the ground. I
Love
don't know
it.
what that is.
Yeah.
But it's one of the traditions there.
Okay.
It's a cool restaurant. You got to go. It's got a
shoot.
It's got kind of a theme park type of
maybe
experience.
Maybe we could meet there.
Yeah. It's great.
Is that far for you?
No, all of this everything's within 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
There's only 3 of them, so they're all kind of. There's one in Covina, San Gabriel, and La Mirada. The La Mirada one is the one that's closest to Disneyland.
Okay, so that one's right off of I-5?
I believe so. I believe it's off the 5. But
yeah, okay.
Not far at all from
Okay.
Disneyland itself.
Right on. Yep. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Now I want to go there.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up episode number 111. If you made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with us. This is how we do things. We just talk and we just talk about the park and other things that's going on. And sometimes the world does interject and cross over into the park, but we deal with that. Next stop is going to be probably Frontierland. Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. And probably something else will come up in the news that we need to talk about, but it'll be Frontierland. So, Jacob, where can listeners find out about your artwork and the things that you do?
My website is wundersmack.com. It's wonder with a U, WUNDER, SMACK.com. And then all my social, they're all at Wundersmack on any of the social media services. So, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Any new multi-plans coming out for you?
Yes, my thank you for asking. I have I have my Beatles piece. I have a Beatles. The Beatles their first performance in the U.S. was on the Ed Sullivan Show. Mm-hmm. So I made a multi-planes of that moment on that TV set of the Ed Sullivan Show. So it's the 4 Beatles in black and white, and I might do a color variation. I've been finished with it for 2 months, but I've been doing kind of backlog work trying to get all my marketing videos up from the rest of my older products out.
Okay.
I've been putting out lots of new videos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be releasing the updated a commercial for the McFly, the Back to the Future themed one.
Okay.
This week, but as soon as that wraps up, I'm going to start production and on making these Beatles pieces, and so it should be out soon.
Okay.
Yeah, and you've been doing all that work for all those videos yourself, right?
Yeah, I do it myself.
Yeah. They're pretty clean.
It's all 3D.
Yeah. They're all great. And yeah, I've been seeing your post for the Beatles one for a while. I'm like, okay, when's it coming out?
Yeah.
Probably a couple weeks away. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. And these multi-planes are just super fantastic. I have one in my hand right now. It's an old school one from your previous name, but it's the Happy Haunts one. It says Wundersmack on it. But it's just gorgeous. It's
okay.
Yeah.
I have to get you an updated one because that one has the tan brown base, right?
It's black. Is it black?
Oh, is it black?
Mm-hmm. Or is it? We're in the half light here, so it looks like it's black.
Oh, okay, it's black. Okay. Yeah, I updated. So I updated the Happy Haunts one recently, slightly in the back. I added slightly different graphics. I changed the layout just tiny bit, nothing big, but yeah. And I also had around that time that I made that one. I was having trouble with these bad inks that I was using, and so colors were kind of shifting. So I've ironed and wrinkled all that stuff out, and the new ones look great.
Right on, man.
They've been moving them, and so after the Beatles piece comes out, then I'm going to move back to another Disneyland piece.
Oh, yet to be announced.
Yeah, yet to be announced.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So yeah, any like listeners out there that want to add a piece to their collection, even just pick up one of these multi-planes. He's got the Haunted Mansion, Happy Haunts, and there's also
Happy Haunts.
Yeah, and there's also one of the is it the, what do you call it now? The Congo River?
The Congo Cruise.
The Congo Cruise.
Congo Cruise.
Yeah, and both of these will add to your collection, like, oh my gosh. And people that come to see it, they go, what is that? And you go, oh, this is a multiplane. And then they may get it for themselves because it's a conversation starter for sure. And it's just very, very clever. So listeners, go do that and go check out Wundersmack.com and get something from him. Yeah. Are you going to be?
Thank you.
Of course. Are you going to be? Do you ever go down to have showings or anything like that?
No, actually, and I've kind of I'm kind of backing away from that a little bit. I the big show I do every year is Designer Con, which is last year was at the Anaheim Convention Center across the street from Disneyland. Yeah. So it's a huge show. It's a great show, but now I'm trying to, because they're really expensive. They're about $600-700 just to be a vendor there.
Mm-hmm. Oh man!
So I'm finding that if you sink that money into marketing, it goes a lot further than what the payoff that you get at these shows.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I might do smaller shows that aren't like big ticket to get into.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and if I do, it'll be in Southern California most likely.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, let us know. We'll pass on the good word.
Yep. Thanks.
Sure. And okay, so Jazz, where can people find you? Okay, she cannot be found.
No, I can't be found anymore. I don't tweet. I'm going to start with that. Let's see. So my Instagram is at StorybookJess. My Snapchat code is at the very, very bottom, so you got to scroll a ways down. And let's see. My Facebook is Jessica Farfan, and then the podcast is Leaving Today Podcast. 2 words. Leaving Today Podcast.
Okay. Udi for more witty banter.
You can find me on all of my socials, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, all HAXGOALIE, Hacks Goalie. You can also find me on my other podcast, The Mando Show, which is basically reviewing The Mandalorian and whatever we talk about, but Star Wars.
Which is sometimes safe for work, sometimes not.
Yeah, we do.
I got excited telling my boys about it. I'm like, yes, and I told you. And you're like, don't let them listen to the next episode.
Yeah, don't. And that one, for everybody, that is the After Dark episode. We're actually going to pull it down.
Did you guys get a strong content warning?
No, we're going to pull it down only because we have we have a potential for growth, and that one may be a bit of a stumbling block for that. And so we're going to pull it down for now. We kind of had the conversation between all the guys and like, do we keep it up? Do we take it down? What is the general thought? And we're like, well, we'll pull it for now. But, you know, if you really want it, I can find a way to get it to you if you really want it. I will surmise it. It was 4 Star Wars geeks drunk, and we went to town. Did you listen to it, Jacob?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna download it. Though.
Yeah, listen to it. But yeah, make sure your boys
without my boys.
Yeah, make sure they're nowhere near. We do.
I did hear the back catalog though. I heard all the other episodes.
Oh, cool!
Great coverage of the show.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, we are working hard to develop that, and we're trying to find a good little niche. I think we found it. I'm feeling pretty good at where we are with it, but now is going to be the thing of growing it. And like I said, we have a potential for something that could open the doors up a little bit more, and we're kind of like, okay, well, we're going to have to be intelligent about it. So, but anyway, yeah, you can find me there. And thanks again for it. Thanks for that, man. I appreciate you listening to that. Yeah.
Right on. So, yeah, you can reach me at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com or check me out on Instagram at Leaving Today Podcast. So, yeah, listeners, leave us a comment or a review on Apple iTunes. We would definitely appreciate it. Check us out if you feel so inclined on Patreon to help support the show. We make it really easy, $1, $3, and $5, and pick up a T-shirt somewhere. And you can be the cool kid on the block if you have the LTP shirt. You'd be the king of the beach if you show up like that. Oh, the beach is open down there? Mm-hmm. Okay, then you will be the king of the beach. Yeah. Okay. People may be too young to even remember that reference. Anyway, what was I going to say? I don't know. Oh, yeah, check out, stay tuned for our announcement on YouTube, our YouTube channel coming out with LTP Lounge. We're going to connect with you guys on a monthly basis. See how that goes.
LTP Lounge, I love it.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how long before we get kicked off of YouTube for our nonsense, but we will never know. Anyways,
I have a few keywords that will help.
Okay, well, don't do that. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's listening. Thank you for our fan base. It means everything to us. I want to thank you so much for Jacob spending a couple hours with us tonight. I know he's got a lot of things to do, but it means a lot to us that we actually have a really good friend through the show, and a really cool person. I mean, he's a really good artist, but he's even a better person than he's an artist. And just wanted to say that.
Thank you
for sure. And
good times.
So, yeah. And you and I got to hang out very briefly last time. For the first time we met, and I hope that we can continue to next time and grab dinner or something, or write some interactions or something next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and yeah. So I just want to thank you for that. And again, listeners, go out and check out his work because he does really, really good stuff. Until then, episode 112 comes out in a couple weeks. This one will come out hopefully in a week. If not, no, it'll be out. It'll be out. But hope everyone's doing well and safe, and reach out to us whenever you want. If you have a show idea, please let us know.
We're here.
If not, we're going to continue talking about food and other attractions coming up. And yeah, we have no idea how it's going to be the next couple of weeks. But yeah. Anyways, until then, we will talk to you later, and we will see you in the parks.
Bye-bye.
See you.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Disneyland is now ended its normal operating day. We hope you enjoyed your visit to the Magic Kingdom, and that the memories you've made will bring you back again soon.
Kitty.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face